Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting him with a straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
Do you foresee yourself being in, let's say, more thrilling fights as you get older?
Basically what you said is Floyd. Get beat up and get some black eyes, then get your hand raised.
No,
and then stoop to everybody else's level and be stupid.
When you get older, I'm saying, when you get older, do you think
there's nothing cool about taking punishment, getting beat up, getting bloody lips, and getting a check. The coolest thing I can do, I can dominate you, shut you out, and make crazy money, and go home and live with my family in a very, very comfortable and happy way. That's how I like to do it.
Lifting weights and being strong doesn't win fights. Having great timing and being a very, very smart and intelligent fighter wins fights. I mean, I've been in there before with guys that was a lot bigger and probably hit a lot harder and a lot stronger. But Floyd Mayweather always has the remedy.
Okay. Well, 37 opponents had a heart, and all of them came up short.
Speed kills, I guess, right? Watching you in person is a lot faster than on TV, man. How important is speed?
Well, it's not about speed. It's about smarts. It's about smarts, and it's about not getting hit that much.
Baldamir's a big guy. What are you going to do to offset the size difference?
It's not by size. Skills pays the bills at the end of the day. It's about being smart, and the smarter fighter is going to win. Most guys I don't beat them with speed and power. I beat them with smarts. I think about it. It's more up here than here.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you're doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell rings, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you're gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. People you can get killed in this shit, man.
You heard the man. You heard the man. What's good with the fam on this good Thursday, man? We back to get boxing is just due for a little bit. Now, pardon me, I was a little tardy to my own party, but we made it, man. We pushing through, man. Y'all ever heard of Freestyle Friday? Well, it was Freestyle Thursday. Freestyle Thursday today. Yaves, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Judah, my dog, what's good with it, Brody? Dante's Boxing Talk. Man, these guys weird as hell. Keyshawn got him mad, don't he? Yeah, he do, yeah. OP, my brother, what's good, bro? Marcus, my dog, what's good, brother? Forever G's in the building. The fam is in the building. Judah, what's good? He said now that they Thanos. Devin Haney is Thanos. Oh, shit. Butcher, what's good? They the Thanos clan now. Oh, shit. Oh, snap! What he got? The Infinity Stones? What's going on? Yo, DEEBO, DEEBO. Yeah, y'all see him, man. Y'all shook. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shook. Y'all favorite fighter could never. Do you hear me? Huh? Thanos. They said, hell nah, we adding a T to that thing. We Thanos. Okay, I'm creative. Okay. I'll give y'all a star for creativity. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a couple points for creativity. Damn, Thanos clan, DEEBO, Dev. I mean, y'all rolling right now. Thanos. Yeah, man. Team Thanos, Team Thanos. Y'all got a lot going on, bro. I got a lot going on. Y'all got a lot of personalities, man. You know what's going on, man. Said Thanos the man that got his chest ripped out by Dr. Doom. Just need boxing Dr. Doom. I'm telling you. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Is he DEEBO or what? Though, like, I'm just trying to figure this out because I've been seeing everybody going crazy online, like, man, where the Thanos fans at? I need to talk to some of y'all. Where y'all at, man? It's early, man. Where y'all need to roll on through, man. I need to holler at y'all about something, bro. It's urgent, man. I'm trying to holler at the Thanos clan members, man. What's up with y'all, man? Y'all good out there? Everything all right? Huh? What's up, man? What Dev doing, huh? He DEEBOing anybody? What he snatching chains now? What he doing, bro? He patting pockets, tapping chains? What he doing, bro? Huh? They said, Bill said, once upon a time in boxing during the glory years, it was the wild, wild west. Everyone was safe, making money, having fun, until this one guy showed up. Oh, shit. Yo, Bill, yo. Shout out to Bill Haney, man. Man, if I got somebody promote me and they ain't promote me to the ends of earth like Bill Haney, they fired, bro. Fired. Hey, man, all of y'all fathers of the fighters out there, y'all take notes, bro. Nah, y'all take notes. This is where the legend of DEEBO Haney was created. DEEBO, Dev Dollars, the Dream Haney. I don't know what nickname. He got a lot of them nowadays. Look at him. He looking ill with the flannel. You know what I'm saying? DEEBO. Bill said everybody was safe, making money, having fun until this guy showed up. Now he patting pockets, popping chains. You know what I'm saying? He's snatching bikes. That's what they said, bro. That's what they said. The list dropped. They said the list dropped. DEEBO Dev dropped a hit list of his top 10 most wanted. And then y'all all start scrambling. He said, yo, he made the hit list. Dudes start moving in other divisions, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I need to know what's going on and with the Thanos clan, man. What y'all gonna do next, man? Who y'all gonna fight? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got 24 hours to respond. Ryan Garcia said y'all ducking smoke. I'm trying to figure out what's going on, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button. We gonna have some fun with it. Ain't no sense of crying. Team Thanos. Hold on. Let me pin my message over here too. Hit the like button. All things, my guy. What's good with it, family? How you been, man? How you been, man? Yeah, man. Somebody said, oh, what's good with it? All things. Somebody got to show DEEBO the way, man. Huh? Because if somebody got to defeat DEEBO, who gonna be the person to do it though? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want a piece of DEEBO. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want a piece of DEEBO. What y'all gonna do to get it, man? Huh? I just want to know, like, all jokes aside, I want to know what y'all doing. What y'all doing? Y'all doing 54? Like, because I heard y'all was looking at Xander. What y'all doing? Y'all doing 54? Y'all staying put? What y'all doing? Unifications? Because I heard you do what you want when you DEEBO. DEEBO do whatever he want. He go whatever weight class he want. You know what I'm saying? He don't even got to fight at a weight class if he don't want to. He do whatever he want. You hear me? DEEBO. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna do something about it, man? I need to know if he DEEBO Dev or is he DEEBO Haney or the weight bully, man. Because he said he DEEBO Haney on Twitter. That's what he said. You don't believe me? That's what he said. DEEBO Haney. Real quick. Real sidebar. Put this on pause real quick, man. Real quick. You know, it's travel. It's come to my attention, you know, and I ignored it for a couple of weeks. You know, I'll be ignoring stuff, but I got to talk a little bit of shit today. It's brought to my attention that y'all want that 4 o'clock spot, man. Y'all want that 4 o'clock spot. To those who are out there and listening, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all gonna have to do a lot better, man. Y'all not moving me off my 4 o'clock spot, man. I'm just a little late today because some things was going on, but I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just throwing that out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep being brought to my attention. I'll be ignoring stuff. I just keep it pushing, but nah. It's been brought to my attention that some of y'all suckers and busters out there want my 4 o'clock spot, man. Y'all gonna have to do a lot better, man. Huh? Man, you know what I mean? Maybe start putting out better content around that time, man. You gotta do a lot better than trying to come on 5 minutes before me. All that weird stuff. I be seeing it. I just don't be saying nothing. Like, get that. I just want to let you know because I know you hearing it. So I ain't moving off my spot. So you might want to find another time slot to try to hijack. And I get it. I don't own 4 o'clock. But over here we do. Over here we run it. We run the town from 4 o'clock to about 8, 9, or whenever we feel like getting off. So to all of those that just conveniently found time to be live at 4 o'clock, man, y'all gotta do a better job, man. I see you. That shit ain't working, and I ain't going nowhere. We putting in real work, and we gonna keep putting in real work. You dig? But back to what I was saying. I just had to get that out the way. Had to get that in. Just had to. But back to what I was saying about this conversation with DEEBO. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even how you spell DEEBO, but we're going to let him make it. You know what I mean? We're going to let him make it. But he said he DEEBO. They said they beating up everything from 135 to 54, man. Huh? Which one of y'all going to be the first ones to jump in there and do something with DEEBO, huh? You know what I'm saying? Everybody mad. They like, man, he keep calling himself DEEBO. He not really DEEBO. He don't fight like that. Well, look, man, until somebody prove him wrong, that's what he on. Like he in all caps for y'all, just in case y'all didn't know where he stood, man. He DEEBO. DEEBO on shit. You hear me? Said DEEBO don't want to try on those boots. Yeah, Black Forces Judge. Yeah, I'm sick of it, bro. I am. I be saying a lot of stuff. I just don't be saying nothing because I ain't fake internet tough. You know, some of these dudes, they don't be having nothing else going on. That's why they so willing to argue with another man. You get what I'm saying? But for me, I just be seeing a lot of sucker behavior, and I got to call it out. Just Do Boxing gonna keep putting out smooth content how we do over here. Samuel, my dog. Ryan already did DEEBO. He cheated. Lisa, shout out to the queen. How you feeling, Kyle Cooley, my dog? Tay, what up, man? MLC in the building. He said, Hanos clan scared Keyshawn moving to 47. Now they crying why he won't fight Cruz. Leave Dev alone. Hey, DEEBO, somebody said it coming to 47 to pay you a visit. G, we trying to see something. I'm just trying to get it sorted out. You get me? I'm trying to get it sorted out, G. Because I'm hearing May 30th, it might go down. I'm hearing you and Big Rolo might mix it up. Telling you, just don't let Rolly hit you with one of those. Don't be there for that. Just box him. Keep it casual. Box him. Get out the way. Frustrate him. You know what I mean? Beat him and move on to the next guy. You get me? I mean, but Keyshawn said he coming up there, man. And Pride, what it do, my guy? You already know, Queen. Shout out to the Queen, one of my favorite people. He said I ain't heard nothing about it. You probably won't, though. You probably won't. I mean, why would you? Unless you just do boxing. I don't know if you was responding to what I just said in terms of if you didn't hear about it, but you ain't gonna hear about it unless you come on at 4 o'clock every day for the last 4 years or so. You know what I mean? 3 years, 4 years. Who's counting? You know, they ain't gonna bring it to you. They're gonna bring it to me. You know, because it's let me just say this real quick. It's an unwritten rule, man. Real recognized, real 365, 24/7, right? Y'all know what it is. It's an unwritten rule, bro. Stepping on people toe. Y'all know what it is. Don't act like we don't know. I didn't make the rule. These suckers made it before I got here. I just abided by it, but I never will again. I don't respect nothing no more, man. We just building over here. I got my antennas up and we blocking the bullshit out and we gonna keep building, y'all. But back to this, man. I want to see what's up, man. Who gonna stop DEEBO? That's what I want to know. Cause he on a roll, bro. He on a roll. He snatching titles. He proving people wrong. You get what I'm saying? He bulking up. He big. He got hit list with your favorite fighter name on it, and y'all won't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? What y'all talking about? I want to know, man. Is it DEEBO or is he weight bully? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And the only reason I threw the weight bully shit in there, I don't really look at him as that. He makes weight. I don't care what he blow. I mean, until you start missing weight and shit like that, you know, I ain't gonna push the weight bully narrative. But the reason I said that, because if you see the smallest person on your list is a lightweight, the heaviest person on your list is a 54-pounder. So you got weight classes from 35 to 54. I don't know nobody else with a list as unique as this one up here. And the reason why I'm going this way, because I'm sick of his fans. Like, bro, you can't call yourself DEEBO and think you're not going to bring attention to yourself. Like, you assume everybody is against DEEBO, right? So you DEEBO, everybody in the neighborhood is everybody else, right? They banding up against you. But y'all be crying every time, like, y'all put a bullseye on your back. I really think so. But this is my real question. Who's going to actually do something about it? Who's going to beat his ass? Who's going to actually beat DEEBO ass? Get what I'm saying? Who's going to beat DEEBO ass? That's why. And I ain't saying I want him to lose. I just want to know who. If you're really tired of him, that's the way you got to get rid. You got to beat him. Because he got his chest poked out. You get what I'm saying? He calling everybody out. Y'all, look, man, he got people ducking and dodging. Man, it's looking crazy out here. He said, I see 3-4 L's on that list. Dapping him up like he ain't finesse 2 times. Y'all crazy, yo. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy. Hano said 2023, he playing that villain role. Yeah, he liked playing the villain role. He did say that. You're right, Judah. He did. Before he claims DEEBO, he need to get his lick back from Ryan. Ish or I Smith. Shout out to you, fam. Look, he working his way. He said he working his way back. He working his way back. Ryan got to enroll in VADA and everything gonna be everything. You know what I'm saying? He just said, and listen, I got this from the desk of the Hanos team, man. They said, tell Ryan to just hold on to that belt a little bit longer. DEEBO Dev gonna be on his doorstep in a little bit. He gonna be at you in a minute. Just hold tight. All right. So then when y'all see Ryan Garcia again, man, tell him DEEBO said just hold that belt. Hold on to that belt a little bit longer, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to it. He got you. You know what I'm saying? He said he got work to do. He got Rolly first. Then he gonna make his way to you. You know what I'm saying? He taking straps. He patting pockets. You get DEEBO Dev said what y'all got on his 40, man? Huh? Said what y'all got on his 40, bro, because he ain't playing with y'all no more. He ain't playing. And he gonna get his just due. We gotta talk about it though. We got some stuff to talk about. Jhon Ingram said Haney got a glass chin. 704 Joe, what's good? Say he got a glass chin, but somebody on team Hanos Bomac said, man, without PEDs, DEEBO Dead about to step on Ryan Garcia, bro. You get me? But Roy Jones had a warning for Haney, man. We were supposed to get to it yesterday. We didn't get to it. My apologies, but we right back today. We're going to get to it today. You get what I'm saying? I'm the last 8. What's good? What you got on my 40, homie? That's what they saying. DEEBO, ever since he got the 47, he said, y'all getting quiet. Don't nobody want to fight. Everybody's scared. He said, I'm having fun with this shit. He said everybody tucking their chains and emptying their pockets. Huh? What y'all gonna do about this bully on the block, bro? I want to know. Is your favorite fighter on the list? Chat fam, we got over 50 people in the building. Is your favorite fighter on the list? If so, say aye. Can your favorite fighter beat DEEBO Dead? Because apparently he got shit locked. Opulent. He got shit locked from 35 to 54. He ain't playing with none of y'all. You hear me? You hear me? Yeah, Thrill Hill, what up with the homie, man? He got it locked from 35 to 54, man. He letting all y'all know he'll beat all y'all's asses right now. Oh, hold on. He said, so your favorite fighter is Rolly Romero? He said, no problem. No problem. I'm about to take him out May 30th. He's like, oh, y'all said I gotta get my back in blood. All right, y'all like Ryan? Y'all said Ryan did me bad. All right, I'm about to take his 40. I'm about to take his 40 money too. You get me? He said, hold up. Y'all thought I was done right there. He said, your favorite fighter is Boots Ennis? Man, wait till I come up there and pat Boots' pockets, man. That's what Bill said. They coming to 54 to pat pockets. You hear me? They coming. They coming for everybody. Everybody's favorite fighter. But nah, I wanted to speak to the fans for a minute because, hey man, you took on the persona of a bully. Nobody likes bullies. So when I see videos talking about everybody is ganging up on Devin Haney, nah, that's not that. You assume the role of a bully. You literally constructed one of the wildest hit lists in the world, from lightweight to junior middleweight. You put a bullseye directly on your back. You calling yourself DEEBO. Who likes a bully? I don't know anybody that likes bullies. So again, that's why you got so many people coming out talking about what they'll do to them and who they think could beat them. Y'all know how this shit go. But y'all asked for this. Now I'm talking strictly to Team Thanos, Hanos. I don't know what y'all calling yourselves these days, man. I heard y'all calling yourself Thanos. Team Thanos now, like y'all got the Infinity Stones. Well, who like Thanos? Didn't know. Like, think about it. Y'all went from DEEBO to Thanos. Two people that nobody in the movie like DEEBO. They were just scared of him. Didn't nobody like him. Didn't nobody in the movie Avengers like Thanos. They were trying to kill him. They eventually did. You get what I'm saying? Like, you assuming these like alter egos or these personalities are these, like, I don't know, fictional characters, and you picking the people that nobody like. So everybody want to lick. You get me? Think about it. You remember, listen, Ezel waited to the end of the movie to get his lick back on DEEBO. You get me? The smallest guy that you picked on in the movie was Ezel. He got his lick back at the end. Punched you in your shit, took the sneakers right up off your feet. He Erickson Lubined you. He Erickson Lubined you at the end of the movie, G. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Don't get Ezel calling yourself DEEBO. That's all I'm saying. You calling yourself two fictional characters that people hate. Thanos and DEEBO. You get what I'm saying? They you got a bullseye on your back. And I think Devin Haney is here for it. I think he here for it. I think he gonna try to prove all of y'all wrong one by one. So I'm here to tell y'all straight from the desk of Team Hanos. They said, if your favorite fighter is on this list, his ass is grass. He said boots who? What kind of boots? You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney said he wear all kind of boots, so he ain't worry about no boots. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worry about no boots, bro. You get me? So he ain't worry about no boots, man. Huh? Said Mario Barrios got to, Ryan took care of Mario Barrios, so he ain't got to do it. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Virgil versus Devin. Damn, Cash, you trying to get him. What you trying to see? You trying to see dead body? Cash said that. He said Dev versus Virgil. Shit. Look at I know he on some BS. He said, I love Thanos though. All right, OP love Thanos. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody rocking with you. You got somebody rocking with you. Hold on, let me see right now. Give me 1 second, child. That was asking. He said, you want to see that? I'm telling you. He said Virgil versus Dev. Hey, put him up at 54, right? Pop said we can do it. We can do it right now, too. You know what I'm saying? We can do it right now at 54. But look, let's keep going. Hit the like button, sub to the channel, support the bill. We having some fun, man. I'm a little late, but we here, man. We're gonna discuss it, and before anybody get their panties in the bunch. No, we not saying he weight bullying. We just having some fun with it. And I talked about this before, but I'm putting some more emphasis on it now because with each passing fight, he getting closer to Xing somebody off that list. Just to be fair, I mean, he fought Norman, okay? He accomplished that. Mario Barrios got beat by Ryan, somebody that he's planning on fighting again. So I don't see no reason why he would even entertain Barrios now. Process of elimination. I'm just being serious. So look, you take the top, but he fought Norman. Ryan fought Mario Barrios. You could wipe him off the list. He about to, I'm hearing May 30th might be the date for him and Rolly, right? That'll be the top 3 names be scratched off the list. You'll have Boots, Keyshawn, Conor Ben, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Shakur, Tank. Damn, you got a hell of a list, bro. I don't know how you're going to get through all that, but I respect it. I respect it. If I can even see him move like he trying to get through the list. He said it was crazy. Shakur over toward the hit list. Oh, you count. Oh, hey, Isaiah, you count from the bottom, huh? I'm looking at it from the top. The top make more sense. Nah, I thought y'all said he got all kind of boots. Y'all say he got all kind of boots. You know what I'm saying? So look, now we got Isaiah. We got to start from the top. He got Brian Norman. He would have fought Barrios, but you only could fight one at a time. So Ryan did that. So you're going to clear them 2 off. Now he had Rolly. You see where I'm going? We had Rolly. Next stop, Rolly Romero. Next stop, Rolly. But after Rolly, and I got some of my glasses. What's that name after Rolly? What is that? Hold on. J-Ron Ennis. J-Ron. Oh, that's Boots. My bad. That's Boots. So according to this list, because I'm just saying, is he gonna fulfill this list? Where Team Thanos at? Anybody in the building from Team Thanos, man? Thanos, whatever y'all calling yourselves. The DEEBO Dev minions. Where y'all at, man? He said Haney booked up until 2033. He fighting everybody. He gonna be fighting all y'all favorite fighters. I just want to know, am I reading the list the right way? Because it seems that's the way it's going. Brian Norman, Barrios, Rolly, Boots, Boots. Y'all said y'all want to see Boots, right? Y'all want to see Boots. Come on, man. You got Boots right there, bro. Y'all ain't see what Bill said when he got asked about Boots? I gotta find it. I got to find it, bro. I gotta find it, man. Where's that clip at about where they asked Bill Haney about fighting Boots? Oh man, I gotta see if I can find it for y'all real quick, man. Let me see. Man. He answered the question, man. They asked him, man. Where is it at, man? I gotta find it, bro. They asked Trill Bill, bro. They asked him about fighting Boots. He ain't really had none. He just sat there and he said, I'm an ex-co member. Do I count? I flip that. You said he be all bullshit. If you want to, I'll count you into that OP because I see you, Some child would it do. He said, Dad, better chill out. Why write this hit list spelling like Doug Jr., Liberty Mutual? You stupid, bro. Who wrote this list? Man, I'm telling you, they gonna Haney's clan be crying about Shakur wanted to fight Ben, but look who on Haney list. I'm so sick of them complaining. Hey, nah, his fans is some busters, man. And I mean this playfully, but y'all really some busters. Yeah, I noticed something about y'all, and this is where y'all shoot yourselves in the foot all the time. Let me see if I can still find this clip while I'm talking about this. Y'all would, if it's any of his potential contemporaries fighting somebody, y'all do hit pieces on that particular opponent. Then all of a sudden, when Devin Haney is fighting that same opponent, now that opponent becomes somebody of note. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, you shitted on Tank fighting Ryan, then you fight Ryan, and you want credit for Ryan. We see how that went. Ryan cheated you. I'm not against you there. But then y'all shitted on Tank for fighting Rolly. I know he a champion now, but you turn around, you fighting Rolly after he knocked him out. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why people be having a tough time giving y'all the proper credit, because it seemed like when the shoe was on the other foot and you see what a contemporary is doing, like, look, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. So any opponent that's good for Tank should be good for Devin Haney and anybody else deemed on that level, or vice versa, right? But like I said, they don't do themselves any favors when they just shoot down the opposition that everybody else is fighting until tables is turned, and one of those same people that you was dissing and trashing, now you fighting. You get what I'm saying? And then you're gonna justify it. You're gonna justify it by saying, like, for example, the only leg they got to stand on right now with this Rolly shit is he got a belt. But all that Rolly trash, you can never walk back how you feel about Rolly. It's out there that you think Rolly is trash. You can't say nothing else. So, like, you put yourself in a situation where you people are not gonna give you credit. They're gonna be like, oh, you were supposed to beat him. So if you want credit for Rolly, you're gonna have to stop him. I'm just being real. You want credit for Rolly, you're gonna have to stop him. Your fans need to stop crying. If Devin Haney is as talented as his biggest Thanos clan members is saying, stop crying every time somebody say something about him. Y'all calling the man DEEBO. Y'all, that is smart marketing to me, because it's pissing people off, it's making people laugh, it's creating conversation. Y'all doing the right thing. But stop. Realize, understand the position you put yourself in. People are going to want to fight him for real. And I ain't trying to hear everybody scared. So you could talk that scared shit all you want. But if he in the right weight class with the right opposition, he going to get the smoke that he looking for. You know what I'm saying? DEEBO eventually got the smoke he was looking for, even though it came in the form of a brick. You get what I'm saying? He still got what he was looking for. So who going to be that brick, huh? Which one of y'all going to be that brick for DEEBO? Rich. Mine George was good with it. Yeah, they delusional. Shakur's Professor X, Tank Magneto, Keyshawn, Psycho's Boots is the more mutant. How you stupid? Like clockwork, Judah. You know, I mean, like clockwork, OP. How did Conor Ben get on the list? I have no idea, Tay. He just stumbled up there. You know what I'm saying? He just stumbled up there. Hold on, y'all. Said, why Fundora not on the list? You know why. You know why. My bad, y'all. My bad. 1 second, y'all. Just need a Tank Wolverine, Keyshawn, Nightcrawler, Shakur, Gambit, and Boot Cyclops. You a fool, bro. Yeah, nah, Fundora ain't going on that. He bet on the upset, even though Dev should win. Yeah, he should beat Rolly. He should beat Rolly, but being that we talking about it, I meant to get into the video yesterday, and it totally skipped me. So we're gonna get to it today. Roy Jones has some thoughts about that particular fight. He had a particular warning for DEEBO Dev. DEEBO, the Dream, Haney, Dev, Dollars, the American Dream. Y'all got mad nicknames, man. I can't keep up with it. William Old School, what it do? My guy don't work too hard on them, Will. You know? Let's get to this, though, man. Let's pull this up. Let's get to it. Let's see what Roy, because Roy knows best, man. Huh? Roy know what he talking about, man. Roy's seen this kind of thing before. He got a little warning for. He said Rolly a little different, man. Roy seems to believe in Big Rolo. You know what I'm saying? If Roy say you gotta look out for Rolly, then you gotta look out. You know? Juggernaut. Yeah, dude that ran through Raw. Yeah, with that damn head. You right, Tay. Big head ass. He got the head. He got that brick. And he be out there breaking hands and shit. Yeah. Shout out to the gang from the other side. Vert stream. Yeah, 12 threes. Appreciate you. Anybody on the vertical stream, double tap the screen. Hit the like button, y'all. Everybody in here should hit the like button. It's free and it costs you nothing. Hit the like button. Let's go, man. Let me get this up from Roy. Roy was like, man, I like to hear different takes, man. I like to hear people say something different about Rolly than what you used to hearing, right? Because most people just think he a goner. You know what I'm saying? Most people think he a goner, but not Roy. Roy don't think so. You know what I'm saying? My guy Roy don't think so, man. Roy think, let me pull this up. Roy thinks he could do it, man. I know I still want Boots to come to what happened to Virgil. Oh man, yeah, hey, somebody, we gotta holler at YSM. We gotta get that out to him. Hey, Reef, we gotta get that. We gotta holler at YSM, GHB. You gotta get Philly on the line, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure that they know. He definitely gotta come out to that. I'm telling you, because that creates the storyline for the next fight, man. Damn, you see, you on to something, Reef. You on to something. If anybody is in Jerron Boots in his corner, tell him to come out to what happened to Virgil, man. The Dirt song. Y'all know the song. Just don't let Gunner verse play by any means necessary, and we good. But definitely. You know what I'm saying? Because the ring walk don't take that long. You do a quick ring walk. You know what I'm saying? By the time they get the Gunner verse, you'll be in the ring. Song will be off. Yeah, I think he should do it. I ain't even trying to be fine. I think he should do it. I definitely think he should do it. He definitely should do it. Should come out to it. Hold on, is this bro? Dad, one of the putties from Power Rangers. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. Not one of the putties, bro. All right. Old school,
Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero. They're saying it's almost a done deal. I didn't expect that fight to happen that quick, but it's going to be an interesting fight. You know, we're seeing Rolly a lot. You know, when Rolly started, you know, his career, like people say, oh, he's awkward, like, oh, he's another Ricardo Mayorga, and he's this and he's that. But just look at Rolly's resume recently. I mean, it's not bad at all. And now to face Devin Haney, I feel like it's a 50-50 fight. It's just split down the middle right now. Just seeing it. Do you see it as a 50-50 fight or?
He said Rolly and Dad 50-50 fight. Do y'all see that? I don't know. Look, I will say this. You gotta put more respect on Rolly's name. I did come on the stream joking because y'all know we don't stress over boxing over here. We had fun with it. Gotta put some respect on his name though. He fought Tank, he lost. Fought Dev, he cheated, but he fought him. I mean, not Dev, he about to fight Dev, right? He lost the Tank, and but he beat Ryan. Get me? So he carving a hell of a resume for himself, and he got some accolades to go with it. Rolly gonna have some stories to tell his kids when it's all said and done, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Rolly gonna have some stories for his kids, y'all. He gonna have some stories for his kids. He gonna be like, man, everybody. He gonna be able to tell his kids when everybody was counting him out against Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Because he had got his brain rattled by Tank, so they thought he was damaged goods. You know, Pitbull Cruz had him wishing everybody happy Easter. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be able to tell his kids about that. Yeah, they counted me out. You know what day was that? Times Square. Like I can hear Rolly right now telling the story to his kids. Times Square. You know, he gonna tell the story how he dropped Ryan in the corner and neutralized him and just outboxed him. I'm telling you, bro. Rolly got a story to tell, bro. Telling you, somebody. I want to write matter of fact, I want to write the book. I want to write a book on Rolly, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna write a piece on Rolly, man. The story of Rolly Romero, man. Huh? The unsung hero. Y'all gotta put some respect on Big Rolo name. Ain't duck, no smoke, no nothing, right? Rolly wanted to fight them all. Shout out to my dog, man. Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the love. Appreciate you putting some color in the chat, man. For the 10-piece. Say Haney Coat and Tank and Me is complaining about the same thing, but they do the same thing by tearing down their contemporary opponents. Funny, but they hate each other. They hate on Shakur when they are bored. Yeah, you know how that goes. It's all day. It's a full-time job, bro. I told the fam the other day for like 3 months, like the last 3 months, I've seen hate videos and hate content and hate statuses every single day for like the last 3 months on Shakur. And they usually come from the same people. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. At some point, man, they're going to have to start telling the truth, big dog. That's what I think. I think at some point, they're going to have to tell the truth. Right? They're going to have to tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to tell the truth about what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? The jig is up. You know what I mean? January 31st was the turning point. That was a little fair warning for them to tell the truth, bro. If they don't want to tell the truth, it's going to be a lot more nights like that with the Bash Brothers beating ass, putting people in headlocks and winning fights. And they're going to be pissed off. You know what I'm saying? So they better get used to it.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate the love. So yeah, man, they're gonna be forced to tell the truth, bro. They're gonna be forced to tell the truth after a while. Tank and Dad got the same fan base, and people just switch. Hey, it seemed like that to a degree too, because they usually get along when it's time to hate on Shakur. They get along perfectly. I think that's how they formed the Thanos clan. They put the Infinity Stones together. That's what you put. They say you put Tank fan base and Haney fan base together, and you get the Thanos, your team Thanos. That's what's going on. That's where that T came from. That came from Tank and Maniacs. I get it. I see the shit y'all just try to pull. I get it. That's why y'all got y'all chest poked out today. Okay. All right, I get it. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Is Benavidez the weight bully? No, Ozell, absolutely not.
favor more in that one?
It's not 50.
Shit, neither is Haney. I know you see the title. You probably think I'm saying that, but nah, he ain't a way to go.
Because Rolly can't catch, it's just like the Ryan fight was. If Rolly can't catch Devin will whitewash. But if you catch Devin early and hurt Devin, it can become a 50-50 fight. You understand me? I told you the same thing when he fought Ryan. I told the guys, I said, you gotta look at it like this. Rolly is a lot lesser version, but he's a knockoff version of Prince Nassim Hamid. If he hit you, you're gonna know you've been hit because he got unusual punching power. They were like, nah, but that's a real watered down version. Yeah, it's a watered down version, but then it's watered down as y'all think it is. Because when you get in that ring and you feel that thing hit your chin, it's a different thing. So it's watered down, but then it's watered down as y'all think it is. Now, you've been in the ring with a lot of people. The other thing is that Rolly was in Las Vegas during the time all these guys were coming up with all the sparring sessions going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure he sparred Haney. I'm sure he sparred everybody out there pretty much because he was in the mix of all that. So the good thing for Rolly is he knows what he's dealing with. But the good thing for Haney, too, is that he also knows what he's dealing with. Well, I thought Haney also knew what he was dealing with when he fought Ryan, but he kind of took that a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yet, it could have been the weight drain because he proved in the last fight that he had been weight draining himself. So maybe that's what it was, too. So now, without being weight drained, we probably see a different Haney. And that would be problematic for Rolly if it is. If he let Rolly hit him, it could be a problem.
Yeah, and then, obviously, Haney's performances lately, even we go back to after the Ryan fight with Jose Ramirez, he got a lot of criticism. He came back against Brian Norman Jr. and knocked him down, surprised me. So I just feel like now going to this fight, I feel like we'll see a little bit more of a Haney that won't be too afraid to throw those punches or to step in the ring and kind of trade every now and then.
A lot of time
real quick, let me run this back just a little bit so I can hear the question again. I just wanted to point this out, right? Like people say, like, taking punches, getting dropped like that, getting punched around the ring, that's like blunt force trauma, right? Sometimes people describe fighting as like getting into a car wreck to a certain degree, right? And you ever got into a car wreck and that carryover effect the very next time you get into a car, right? Like you kind of tense up when you feel like somebody too close, right, in the lane. And you get what I'm saying? Yeah, I get where I'm going with that. I feel like it's very similar with boxing, right? Yeah, he was just in a fight where he was getting his bell rung, doing things that he's been successful at his entire career. So I think, of course, when you get back in the ring, it's like getting back into a car for the first time after getting into a car accident, right? You know what I mean? You're going to be a little tense. You're going to be a little, you know what I mean? You're going to be a little different in there. And I think that's what you're seeing with Haney. And I feel like each time you probably get back in that car, you get a little more comfortable, right? So I think that's what you're seeing with Haney, if that makes sense to y'all. He just considered a Ryan Garcia fight like a car wreck that he got into, right? And then, and I don't want to, it's just example purposes, right? I'm not really saying he physically got in a car wreck, but, he took punishment. So now you getting back in there, you revisiting the scene, you get back into the same shit that, got you rocked the last time. You're going to be a little more hesitant. I think you're going to be more cautious. You're going to try to show that you learned. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what's important. So that's what you're seeing from Haney. I think you've seen the slight progressions from fight to fight. Not so much in terms of punches landed, but maybe overall performance, right? He looked more comfortable, it would appear, in the Brian Norman fight than he did in the Jose Ramirez fight. And as a fighter, that's all you can do, is try to get better than you was the last time out, be better than you was the last time out. And I think that's where he's trending to. So he's in there with a guy that would allow him, I think, in some areas to get closer back to himself. So let's see if he can do it, because Rolly does have fight-changing power. You know what I mean? Tommy John, what's good, fam? So Shakur about to fight next? I'm not sure. I can only thing I can say is I don't know if they know yet. I don't got any for sure answers. I heard him mention more tired, but I'm not even too sure about that. I just heard him, that's what he mentioned. Heard some stuff. I even heard some Ryan Garcia talk, but I don't know how solid that is. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to wait and see. Shout out to Tom. He said he's gonna run. He might have to. OP might have to get on that good foot, bro. Because again,
you don't want to revisit that car wreck, right? The scene of the accident that night where you got into a bad wreck, right? That's what that fight was for him. So he got to do what he got to do to avoid it. But it's a slippery slope, bro, because he don't want to put himself in a situation where they feel like he running. That's not going to be good for his brand. You get what I'm saying? And it's not going to be good moving forward for him making fights. You know what I'm saying? Because people already think he's going to run. So let's hear what Roy.
After the Ryan fight with Jose Ramirez, he got a lot of criticism. He came back against Brian Norman Jr. and knocked him out and surprised me. So I just feel like now going to this fight, I feel like we'll see a little bit more of a Haney that won't be too afraid to throw those punches or to step in the ring and kind of trade every now and then.
Well, a lot of times we see guys use things to make excuses. But he's truly looked like a much better fighter at 147 when he wasn't weight trained than he did at 135 and 140.
Tell me, OP.
Yeah. So hopefully we get any news for that fight soon, and I'm excited for that one. It's going to be at the end of the month in Las Vegas.
That's a really good fight to put on right now. I'm excited about it too, but I just, like I said, I like both guys. I like Rolly too, and I like Rolly's heart. But Rolly's trying to fight anybody. He knows if he can hit him, he can get him, and he's honest to that. He's true to who he is. I just think that with Devin, though, I think Devin a little slicker with that part of it. I would hope that Devin would know how to avoid getting hit by him, because everybody knows that you can be good as you want to be, but you give him the 8-ounce gloves, it's a problem. With a puncher for sure.
Just a couple of weeks ago, we saw Ryan's performance over Barrios. A lot of us saying it was just a total dominance from Ryan. Me personally, I didn't expect that type of performance from Ryan just because we don't know what to expect, correct? But he surprised me, and he looked very, very composed. What was your overall thoughts on the fight?
I think part of it has to do with moving up to welterweight. He ain't putting himself down so far anymore. And like he did go out and work with his straight right hand, his overhand right rather. And he prepared for the fight. If you look at the fight from the beginning, you know it's a fight definitely that could be won, because truly most of us thought Pacquiao beat Barrios. So if a 46-year-old man keep with you like that, what does a legitimate fighter in the prime supposed to be able to do? Ryan showed.
Yeah, he showed out and hit a perfect game plan. Just first round, and he knocked him out. I thought it was gonna be over right there, and I was like, dang, that quick. But moving forward, at the end of the fight, Ryan's not shy from anybody, and he's like, I want Shakur. Everybody talking about they want that Haney rematch. I think they're gonna build that fight up more. What fight makes more sense for Ryan? I know the Haney and the Rolly, we'll get into that in a little bit, but what fight makes more sense for Ryan right now?
So Shakur makes more sense for Ryan right now, because Ryan's more comfortable at 147, and Shakur's just coming up to 140. For the brain 147 or catch weight would be better for Ryan, because it's overly his side try to make Shakur uncomfortable. But Shakur's a hard match for anybody. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's a tough call for anybody out there right now. I'm not gonna tell you that I think he's gonna beat Shakur, because I didn't even say I heard somebody make a thing say that I said that Tank will beat Shakur. I didn't say Tank will beat him. I said Tank got the best chance. So I didn't say nobody.
Y'all heard that for y'all. He ain't say Tank could beat. He say he got the best chance. Roy ain't sure right now. Roy ain't sure. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what switched about why the narrative switched and why people are comfortably saying Shakur beats these guys, and why they're hesitant to say even the guy like Gervonta Tank Davis just outright beats him. It's not a personal thing. I don't think it's no attack on Tank. I just think it's the way the cookie crumble, right? For example, Tank had a performance, all it takes is one and they ready to write you off. He had a draw. He did some questionable things and some controversy there. Missed the Jake Paul fight. Some would say like his mental focus ain't all the way there, right? And then you see Shakur. He went from the runner, the track star with the De Los Santos fight. That birthed that to beat Williams and pay his own game and cook and till in front of the world. Now in the narrative shift, they looking at him as one of the number one guys. You get what I'm saying? People saying he should be number 3, 2. Some argue, best fighters in the world saying he had number 1 pound for pound talent. I think it's the approach. It's being locked in. It's staying focused. It's fighting through the narratives, fighting through an off performance, a bad night, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? And just staying down and sticking to the script, bro. Going out there, winning fights, doing that shit on your terms, and putting yourself. I said this shit years ago when they started the hate, the smear campaign, right? So he's just gonna have to fight his way out of it. The only way that he can get out of these narratives and the way people perceive him, he's gonna have to beat particular guys in certain ways. And I didn't know it was gonna end up being as a Peta in the TO, but that's who it was. And a lot of times all it takes is one performance. You start to hear the narrative switch after the Peta, but I think TO kind of cemented it even further. Now, you still going to hear some of the stuff because it's never going to go away. It's always haters. But I think overall, he's put himself in a respectful light where you're like, all right, that dude, he trying to be the best. He doing what he can. He went out there, he fought this guy. He was supposed to fight him. He went up there, he challenged this guy. Okay. Then he still got fights in front of him. That's how you change the narrative. You just got to fight your way through it. But I think that's the biggest reason why people are choosing or selecting him to beat particular guys as opposed to other ones. Get what I'm saying? It's being locked in and dedicated and staying focused, bro. That shit will take all of these dudes the furthest. Jordan, what's good, my guy? Because if we have to think about it, that's what to separate all of these guys. You get what I'm saying? When you up amongst the best in the world, I think, you know, one of the things that could get in your way is you. Like, it's a you versus you battle. You got to keep outdoing you. You got to stay motivated. You got to stay hungry. And that's what these top guys are doing. And I think any signs of slippage, somebody could replace you. Shakur slip up at all, and somebody could come from behind him, or, you know, whether it's a Tank or Devin, whoever, somebody could come and fill that spot. So it's just boxing. It changed from fight to fight. You know what I mean? The narrative switched from fight to fight. But you heard what he said, man. Dudes got best chances to beat each other because they world-class top guys, man. You get me? And you operating at the top, it ain't that much separation between talent. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep going.
Beat him, but Tank would be the one, in my opinion, that had the best chance to beat him. So that being said, man, I think that he should go fight Shakur first, because it's probably bigger money for him. Let Roddy fight Haney to see how that works out, because he didn't beat Roddy. Let's see what Haney does, Roddy.
Shout out to pugilism,
man. Now, since you did dominate Roddy and Haney did, you should give Haney rematch.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That's why I think he should go like that.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. But
perfect sense.
I know you said that it's. You're not saying, you know, Gervonta's going to beat him. He's a closer one to Shakur. But once Shakur and Ryan step in the ring, I know he's talked about the catch rate. And I feel like that could be something that could jeopardize a little bit more Ryan, because he'd have to come down. He's a full-built 147 now. I could see him going to 154 very soon. But what makes it so hard for Shakur? Everybody keeps saying that. And after that performance with Teofimo, you know, I was there. Just seeing him, and even that fight versus Cepeda, just what makes it so hard for Shakur facing, or for Ryan to face a fighter like Shakur?
Shakur has the one thing that only people all the Usyk pretty much use nowadays. Not a lot of people use their feet. Shakur uses his feet. Usyk uses his feet. And who else here there? Boots does use his too. And but Tank does too. But not many people today use their feet. Or b-ball, I said, yeah. If you're not using your feet, or you're not understanding how he uses his feet, Shakur is a very tough job for you. As we saw on Teofimo didn't use his feet. Shakur did. And that's what it looks like when one fighter fights with his legs and not the double. Terrence uses his feet. Terrence Crawford. You know, it's like few fighters use their feet, but not many. And the ones that do, they usually end up going heights above the other ones because they know how to use their feet and the other ones don't.
I guess a legend like yourself, me who likes to study the fights, you know, even today in the morning, just going back to it, I was watching highlights of Roberto Duran. I like to just study all the fighters and how they fight. I speak with fans and I hear the fans, well, Shakur is boring. I was like, if you see Shakur on TV, I could see why you say that, but if you see Shakur in person, it's just an art. It's a masterpiece of what he does in the ring. And I don't know how critics can say that they're boring if they don't really see him in the ring.
So man, you can't really listen to critics.
That's a good point, man. Shout out to the interviewer, man. There is a bit of a difference watching somebody. I mean, there's a significant difference watching somebody on TV and then watching them in person. I mean, TV, You at home, you get to see all the different camera angles. They're gonna make sure you seeing what you need to see. Sometimes, if you're a person that don't get good seats, then you could miss some stuff. But I don't play around. If I can't see, I'm not going. I need good seats all the time, and you could see it's just a different experience up close, man. I think just gain a different respect for people. Like when he's seeing Boots fight live, you really see that he really different because you get to see the progressions. Like you get to see how the fight on the first card all the way to the main event. And it'd be a considerable skill gap from that guy that's opening the card that might be non-televised, right? Or just the, prelim portion to the guy that's the main event. You could see the difference in the gap in skill set and talent. And Boots is really what they advertise him as. That shit is different. It's not a lot of people that can do the shit the way he do it in a boxing ring. And sometimes you got to go there and physically see that shit in person to know it. You got to go to fights to know, like, it's not a lot of Jhon Boots Ennis in boxing. And that dude is one of them ones, man. And with the right matchups, he's going to solidify his name just like everybody. What everybody think of him, he's going to prove it. Just need the opportunity to, just like anybody else.
Well, the critics at one time said I was bored. I think that's one of the most exciting things that ever happened in boxing. You understand me? So if you don't do it exactly like they think you ought to do it, or exactly like they say you should do it, they're going to call you bored. You understand me? In Shakur's case, he fights a smart fight. He don't take stupid chances. He don't want to take stupid risk. He's a professional. He goes out, he does what's necessary to get the job done, and he cool with that. He ain't trying to give you nothing over the top. He cool with just going out, doing what he do, getting the job done, staying on the beat. That's what he want to do. He has the right to do that.
Yeah, certainly agree. Just even watching him in the Cepeda fight when I was there and I saw him and he was coming off that injury, I was like, yeah, Shakur is going to be really hard to beat. Just seeing him, how he moves, how he times him, how he actually reels him in is just
very smart and has very good feet.
Yeah, I agree with Roy, man. That's why I just like to hear from the guys that used to do it, man. Corey, I always said that. That's like one of the number one reasons why I be picking him to be certain guys, because I feel like he's smarter than him. And like Roy said, he got really good feet. Reflexes and all that stuff go hand in hand. It's not going to be an easy guy to beat. We seen that already, whether people want to believe it or not, that it's actively happening now. He ain't the only one, though. There's a lot of these guys like the Haney ain't going to be easy to beat. You know what I mean? You see Ryan, you know what I mean? He thought he had one. He didn't. And he's still here and undefeated. So definitely he got to be wary of Rolly's power for sure. Blaze, what it do? He got to be wary of his power. But, I think he just got more tools in the arsenal. And as long as he can stay disciplined and focused and avoid those big mistakes early, because I think that's Rolly's best chance. I'm not going to lie. You want to cause some problems for him early. You want to give Devin something to think about early. You don't want to allow him to settle in and get comfortable, because I think the fight gets harder for you. The more comfortable Devin gets, the harder it gets for Rolly, who's the lesser of the two boxers, right? So, I mean, if you Rolly, you got to try to make something shake fast early. Within the first quarter of the fight. I feel like the longer the fight goes without him having some meaningful success, the more dangerous it gets, because he allows a guy like Devin to get comfortable, carve out a pattern and just rinse, wash, repeat, and box his ears off. So I like what Roy was saying there, man. He did give a fair warning as far as, worrying about Rolly being strong and powerful for sure. I just don't think he's smarter with more tools, and I just don't think he's a better boxer overall. But that don't mean he can't shake shit up. So he did it once. I think Rolly's past, success against Ryan, even though I know it's Ryan and Ryan is not Devin, and I ain't gonna do no triangle theories. I think it's safe to say you can't count Rolly out before you get in there. So yeah, you could say, you expect Devin to win and he's gonna be the favorite and Rolly would be the underdog, rightfully so, and all those things, but he could be a bit of a live dog. Anybody that can punch like that and is awkward, a little bit unorthodox, can create some issues if you allow. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to Devin just to eliminate Rolly's chances and beat him. Because you get what I'm, and it's a bit of pressure going into this fight. Not so much for Rolly. I think Rolly playing with house money no matter what, because he's an overachiever. But Dev, the one that is expected to win, is where the pressure is. And I say it's a bit more pressure, added pressure, because you got bigger fights after him. You expected to win and move on to bigger fights. He's not. So I think it puts more pressure on Devin Haney to win. You know what I'm saying? Again, he got fights big fights that he can make it to after this. You know, Tim Bradley said he got him. He think he could possibly stop Rolly. And I understand that. I don't know why. I feel like seeing it happen before. If there's anybody that could catch him, is Devin catch him all guard with a shot he don't see and well timed, then he could make some things interesting. The question for me is Rolly gonna be brave early in the fight, man? Is he gonna take chances? Because he's gonna have to. Without taking chances, he can't get the job done. So that's what I want to see. What kind of chances can he take? Or is he willing to take? And how confident is he going to be in this fight? He talking a good game. He's saying, like, Haney ain't signed. They scared. He talking that stuff. But I just hope he really focused. And I hope he really strategizing and game planning for this dude, because it ain't going to be easy. He said Rolly is a big chinny too. Some people say that. They would say making a fight announcement soon is going to be somebody. Yeah, we're gonna move on to that. I had touched on that a little bit yesterday. But yeah, y'all, I want to see it, man. Weight bully or not, I want to see it. But Bomac, chimed in. He gave his thoughts on the rematch between Ryan and Devin, and he gave his thoughts on whether or not Ryan could win this fight without PEDs. I like Bomac, man. I like Bomac. Bomac, pretty street shooter. Ah, shit. This might not be it. Is it? Might not be. My bad. I done clicked the wrong one.
Bro, what's good? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Well,
Yo, it's finally.
I was gonna play this, and now I play the other one. Because being that we talking about Cheney, because that's what Jhon Ingram. Shout out Jhon Ingram. I interviewed him a couple years back, man. Still doing his thing. He was being promoted by Mayweather Promotions. I'm not for sure if he's still there or not. Wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. You know what I mean? Maybe he found a better home, where he could get active and stay active, man. So shout out to Jhon Ingram, man. It's the one that had shook Rolly chin up. So speaking of chin, this was the dude that not put Rolly down in sparring. So it's like, yeah, Rolly chin could be tested. I think Rolly's biggest problem was him being weight drained. And I agree with bro. Somebody being weight drained is definitely their fault. Definitely their fault. But I want y'all to know I'm not calling Devin Haney a weight bully per se. It's in the title. Y'all kind of missed. He might have to go to the beginning. Ingram not all right, bet. Shout out to Face. So he ain't over there no more. No surprise there. But he did an interview. Shout out to the homie Mill from YSM. Did an interview over here. He gave his thoughts about Devin Haney's chin, man. He said it's made of glass. 18 Thanos. What y'all calling yourself these days, man? Hey, Jhon said y'all shit on glass, man. What's going on, y'all?
Good to put a face with a name. Like, I've always heard the name, but I've never seen you work before. Real sharp, yo.
Thank you.
Right. 9-0. Inactive for a little bit. Now you got the ball rolling. What's next?
I want to go for a belt this year. If it's a intercontinental or something like that. I want to get something so I can move up in the rankings to be able to go for a world title pretty soon.
Do you feel like not that the clock is ticking, but you want it now?
Yeah, that ain't fate. That's the story for a lot of guys over there that be in that stable. And some of it be intentional, right? They'll really, boxing is dirty, bro. People will forget about you and you will just be like an afterthought. Next thing you know, your career on the shelf, you ain't moving. You've been boxing for years, but you ain't even got 10, 15 fights. Nobody really know you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that be the situation. You know what I'm saying? Guys got to get their careers active because there's only so much you can live off the name alone, right? You gotta put something behind. You know what I'm saying? Mike Magic, my brother, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling?
Like instead of taking that slow, methodical approach.
Nah, you know, everything happens for a reason. You know, it's not a race, it's a marathon. So I feel my path and my journey always happens for a reason. And I'm not trying to rush into anything. You know, I want to take my step-by-step process because I'm not sure if you know, but I only had 12 amateur fights. So I didn't have that big amateur background like everybody else. Yeah, I had that big amateur background like everybody else had.
See?
So it's like...
And 12 amateur fights, bro. And people don't be understanding. Some of these dudes don't be having them long ass extensive amateur backgrounds where they got all these national champions. They don't have all that. This dude had 12 amateur fights and now he got 9 pro fights with 7 knockouts. I like it. Yeah. You need to stay active, man, because if you don't use the talent, you lose the talent, man. And I know he's still trying to get something out of this boxing game, man. Jhon Ingram got some skill, man. He can fight. You heard what YSM said coming on, man. He's sharp. He definitely is. He got some talent.
We fighting, we sparring. That's how I get, you know, my amateur experience in that I missed out on, but just on a pro level.
Crazy thing is you fight like a dude that's had amateur experience. Like normally dudes that don't have amateur experience, you kind of like see it. But I would have thought that you had at least like 30, 40 fights.
Nah, a lot of people think that, but you know, I go off what my dad told me. You know, I just have a God-gifted talent, and then, you know, I always wear something on my shoulders that Floyd told me, and because I told him he knows about me not having a lot of amateur fights. So when we talked about that, he said at the end of the day they can always be better than you, faster, stronger, whatever, but you just gotta make sure you're the smartest one in that ring.
That's real shit. Talk about your development as a whole. Of course, you had the gap, but now you've been really, really active. Now, what are you looking for? Are you looking for guys that challenge you, guys that show you different styles, or, you know, guys that will help you stay busy?
All the above. You know, I just love to get in there just to display my skills and my talent, but I for sure, you know, want to step up every time I fight so I can be one of them household names and people know I'm one of them household names. Because, you know, a lot of people, you know, such as self, y'all see me spar, y'all see what I do in the gym, but I really haven't had the opportunity to show that in a real fight against a real challenge. So, you know, I want to do that so I can be able to be like, okay, now it's not just people that see me in the gym or they might see footage or whatever. They see it, you know, around the world of what I can really do.
Yeah, man. Most of these dudes be in situations where they just want an opportunity. Dudes be staying dedicated to the sport. It's so hard to stay locked in. I think all sports, especially at a professional level, is difficult, man. But I really think being a professional boxer got to be one of the hardest, you know, sports to participate in. It got to be one of the hardest things to try to do and maintain it professionally, because like sports in general, but just so much with boxing, you can have all of this talent and just be looked over because you don't have the right situation, the right backing, or the money behind you. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. And that's why a lot of times these dudes, all they be needing is a person to believe in them one time and they could take that shit and run with it. I believe this could be the case with him. You know what I mean? You just never know how good he could turn out being with the right opportunity. That's why I be rooting for these dudes, man, because I could just imagine how hard it is to stay locked in knowing that you with Mayweather Promotions and then now you on the side stuck, like, you know what I mean? And then you got to make a decision to move forward with your career. Think about how hard a decision that is. Like you got to ask yourself all kind of questions. Are you making a mistake? Are you jumping the gun? Are you biting the hand that feeds you? Anything like that, right? You like, damn, like what's going on? So I commend him for having the wherewithal and the heart, man, to say, you know what? I got to find something that works for me and keep it pushing. T Hill, the mayor, was good with it. Says, my son beanie you wearing, Just? Yeah. Your son got beanies, boxing dad? If so, that's dope, bro. You gotta get with me, man. I'd like to support him. Ingram is sharp, man.
How good is Jhon?
Go up and wait, yeah.
Great, man.
Live a lifestyle.
Great.
I know you're a great shit talker.
Oh, yeah.
So is it the combination of the two? Yeah. Great fighter and great shit talker?
You see a lot. I held back. I normally talk a lot more shit, but I held back.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, I have a family to feed just like everybody else. So at the end of the day, you know, the money plays a big part, but at the same time, you know, I want a legacy behind. You know, I want to be always brought up in them conversations once I'm retired from boxing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my path and journey I want to take, where, you know, I want to fight these top guys and be known as one of them guys that, oh, he'll go get her, he'll go fight any guy in the ring, you know. So that's the kind of image I want to take and portray in boxing and be, you know, brought up amongst the greatest in that name.
Now, if let's say the next 5 years, right, goes perfect the way that you want him to go, where's Jhon Ingram at?
Next 5 years?
Next 5 years.
About a 2-3 division world champion, you know, undisputed. You know, because I'm at.
Now, real quick, I just want to point something out. You heard he 9-0, 7 KOs, and he asked him in the next 5 years, we want to be like a 2-3 division champion, undisputed. You hear how these dudes talk? Dudes be having dreams. Not everybody is going to make it to be a multi-division champion, 2 divisions, 3 divisions. You got people that got 3, you got people that got 4, you got some that got 5. You get me? That shit is not easy. It's not a regular occurrence for guys to be multi-division champions, man. That you see that's one of his goals, man. I hope it's something that he could get out of boxing. I really do. I hope he get the ball rolling. I hope he start getting the fights and stay a lot more active. I got you. I'm at
35. I want to conquer 35 before I move up to 40, and I know I'm pretty sure about the next 5 years I'm probably have to move up again from 40. So, you know, that's why I say about 3 division world champion, 2 division. If I can move up to 47.
Is there a particular like fight that you want at 35? Of course, you're trying to move up the ladder, but is there something that you always wanted? Like, yo, I've always wanted smoke with him.
Not necessarily like somebody in particular, but I always have my eyes set on whoever's at the top of my weight class. So, you know, you got the big names like Kid Austin, Abdullah Mason. If I'm not mistaken, I want to say Keyshawn moved up.
Yeah, Keyshawn moved up.
Okay, he moved up. So at first, you know, Keyshawn was on my radar, but he done moved up. So
okay, all right, Boxing Dad, I'm following it already. Yeah, I gotta hit you up then. I didn't know that though. I see some of the beanies now, and I want one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I want one. I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna definitely hit you. Let's keep rolling.
You know, just all them big names at 135. Even when I move up weight class, whoever the big names there, them are my targets, them are my challenges, you know, and it's not nobody in particular like, oh, I want to fight that guy and just that guy. I want to fight everybody. That's why I say I want to be known as that guy, like, oh, when somebody call him out or, you know, they match me up with anybody, I fight them. I'm not pulling out, faking an injury, doing none of that extra stuff. I'm going to fight.
Okay. When analyzing, like, of course, you look at the top guys for when, you know,
I'm
when
following both profiles, bro. I got
when
you.
Analyzing them, are you looking for strengths, you looking for weaknesses, or you looking for a combination of the two?
I'm looking at a combination of both, because at the end of the day, no matter how much experience you have, you can always be a learner to the game. So, you know, it's a lot of guys that I want to fight, and I still learn stuff from them because everybody do some stuff differently. They can throw their jab differently than I throw my jab, and I like how they do it, so I'll pick up on that trait. But I'm also looking at them weaknesses. Okay, so, you know, once it comes time, you know, if I do end up fighting them, I'm already got a game plan and ideal of movements and stuff they do, which everybody changes and develop each fight. But, you know, sometimes people fall in the habit of things, and you can catch on and be able to be in the ring and catch on. That's why I go back to, you know, Floyd telling me to be the smartest man in the ring. There's a lot of guys I done been in there with that's way better than me, had way more amateur, way more pro fights. But at the end of the day, I was playing chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there dissecting them in the first few rounds, and then when I catch on to that pattern and things that they be doing wrong, I capitalize on it.
How long does it take you to adjust in the ring? Are you a guy that takes the first round off, or?
Yes, I definitely take the first round off, but I say I adjust to about the third round. But most of the time, like, I never did it in the fight yet, but most of the time in sparring, that first round, I barely throw a punch. That's most of the time what I do when I'm really dissecting and breaking somebody down. I just bounce around, throw feints. I might throw a jab or look at something just to see how they react, how they move to certain movements. And then about that second, third, once I start putting punches together to see really what they're doing, on putting a little power, putting a little speed on it, and then after that, I got them. I started taking over.
Okay. The most qualified person to answer this question. It's looking like we might get Rolly and we might get Tank. Rolly and Devin, I'm sorry.
Rolly and Devin.
Right? 2 Mayweather guys, 2 Mayweather gym guys. What's your thoughts on that?
I fuck with Devin. Devin my guy. But I'm a realist. Be realistic. You know, I love Devin, but you know that Ryan fight showed a lot of gaps. You know, it showed, you know, I don't feel Ryan is a big puncher as Rolly. I do feel Ryan is sharper, so that might have been why he couldn't see him coming. Because Rolly, you know, he's strong, but you can see him coming to prepare yourself. But Rolly just got that power, you know, it's already been shown Devin doesn't have no chin. Devin, I know for sure will box the shit out of him. I know.
All right, real quick, man. I don't know why people feel like Devin don't got no chin. Like, what is that based off? So you telling me if I get dropped multiple times in a fight, and I get it, people gonna keep saying, the Austrian don't do this and that, but for what it's worth, he had a banned substance in his system, and he's dropped and knocked out mostly everybody else that he's hit with that left hook. Devin Haney was one of the few people to be able to survive it. So I'm trying to understand, how does getting dropped but not getting knocked out mean like your chin is weak? Ain't Ryan a legit puncher? I thought everybody said his left hook was real. His power is real. I think he got legit speed and power. I don't think he hit as hard as what he think in his mind, right? I think he, you know, that's just most fighters. I think you gotta be a little bit delusional to be a fighter, but he don't hit as hard as he think he do. But he obviously can punch. You get what I'm saying? He obviously can crack. I just don't know where this narrative came from. He got buzzed by Linares. And in like the 10th round, Linares had more knockouts than Devin had fights at the time, if I'm not mistaken. Like, that's not impossible to happen, get hit with a shot you don't see. And then Ryan getting caught with the left hook and the right hands. I think if he was a guy that didn't have no chin, then I think Linares does more than just buzz him there when he hit him, right? I think somebody would have been dropped him, knocked him out or something like that. I've seen him take flush shots and walk through them. I've seen Devin Haney take some flush shots, bro. So I seen him take a couple from Brian Norman when they fought. Few took some flush shots there. I don't think it's a lack of chin, but I think it was a combination of speed, power, and the way he was fighting. He just wasn't fully prepared for Ryan. I think that's what caused the most problems. I don't think Devin has a bad chin. But for me to feel like that, somebody gonna have to show me. Like, you get me? He ain't just falling down as soon as you touch him. So I don't think he got a bad chin, but I think that just was a bad night for him against Ryan.
Sure. But Rolly still got a puncher's chance.
Have you sparred both?
No, I only sparred Rolly.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually was supposed to work with Devin, but the time I was gonna work with Devin was around a Lomachenko fight, and that's when he fought, I think, 2-3 southpaws back to back, and I'm orthodox, so we unfortunately didn't get to work. But we had already talked about it and discussed it amongst each other. But yeah, I won't say Devin, but Rolly got that puncher's chance, so I'm probably go with Rolly. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Rolly just because of the fact Devin's proven that he doesn't have a chin.
Can you say a dude that's never been knocked?
And shout out to Jhon Ingram. He really on that. He really feel like Dev don't got a chin. I don't feel like that. And Pride, you bring up a valid point, because the narratives only sound good when they attach to certain names. Get what I'm saying? Think about it. Devin been down multiple times in one fight by one person. Ryan got dropped by Luke Campbell. He got dropped by Rolly. He got dropped by Tank. He got dropped by 3 different people, and he been down just as many times as Ryan, as Devin. So who really got a bad chin? Nah, man. Look, I'm standing on this, and I'm willing to go out on a limb on it. Devin Haney getting dropped by Ryan Garcia was not an indictment on his chin as much as it was with him not being prepared and just getting hit by a really good shot that he didn't see. Anybody could be hurt by a shot they don't see. They always say that. It's the punches you don't see that hurt you, right? You seen Ryan catch him, man. He countered the jab and buckled him, and he hurt him early. Like, he didn't see that punch coming. So I respect Jhon Ingram, man. He a fighter. He got a reason he feel the way he feeling. But just think about it, bro. Devin been dropped multiple times by one guy that has sensu beans in his system. Ryan Garcia got dropped by Luke Campbell. He got dropped by Tank. And then he got punched to a knee by Tank. Then gets dropped by Rolly, somebody who's supposed to stop. So I think it's more of an argument out there that Ryan's chin is just as much as in question, if not more, because at least Ryan was looked at as a legit puncher. Luke Campbell's not no legit puncher. Tank is and Rolly is. I give you that. But you still got knocked down by both of those guys. So I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to bet you, though. Shout out to Jhon. I'm willing to bet you if had YSM said that to him, he would have respected it. He probably would have thought about it again, bro. Bro, Rolly been getting, Ryan been getting this shit rocked too. So, and Rolly as well. That's what I'm saying. Rolly, he dropped Rolly in sparring and it went viral. And I interviewed him like, you get me? You drop Rolly in sparring with headgear. Tank dropped Rolly. Pitbull had him on his feet. You know what I'm saying? But Rolly been his cage been rattled a few times too, man. Educated Jab. Shout out to my dog, man. You already know they be tweaking. They just like the narratives, man. They just like to push them narratives. I don't think Devin Haney has a weak chin. I just think he wasn't as prepared as he led on against Ryan. I think Ryan has got legit good power. Think he can knock anybody out with the right left hook.
Doesn't have a chin though. I mean, he took some shots in the Ryan fight, but he got up every time.
He did, but we talking about two different powers. We talking about Rolly.
How much is Rolly cracking, bro?
Rolly cracking, y'all.
Okay.
Like Rolly.
Everybody say that about Rolly.
Rolly cracking. Like for him to be at the weight class, them smaller weight class he was at and cracking like that, like he was hitting like he one of the Charlo brothers or something. He up there with the power.
I mean, but people can say the same.
They said Big Rolo hitting like the Charlo brothers. He must be talking about Maul too, because Maul the knockout one. Damn, Big Rolo punching like that. All strength came right in with it. Barroso was sent Rolly to the upper room. They stole the fight. They did. We ain't forget. Hey, look, this for you, Off Strength. This to show you how much we didn't forget, Off Strength. Look, dig this. We ain't forget. Look at the screen, Off Strength. We ain't never gonna forget, my guy. Huh? Justice for Big Watch Barroso. Huh? You get me? We ain't never gonna forget. We ain't never gonna forget. But he said Big Rolo punching like one of them Charlo brothers, man. Damn. That's saying something. That's crazy. And Tank said he got bricks in his gloves. Everybody said Rolo strong as hell. Hey, look, Off Strength, by the way, there's a coach out there that held pads for Ishmael Barroso. He said Barroso is the hardest puncher he ever held pads for. That's crazy. That's wild. So the old man, the OG really punching. They said Barroso got like that old man strength. Like he lift engines with his bare hands. Like he got that kind of strength. He got mechanic strength. You know, they just strong because they twisting and building all day. Oh man. They said Barroso put out a horse, man. He said he punched like a mule kick, man. Big Rolo, man. Rolo trying not to look at Barroso, man. They stole that fight from my guy.
Brian's cracking. And he was able to neutralize Brian.
I don't feel like Ryan hits that.
I said Brian.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Okay. I didn't. To me personally, I didn't.
He got that short round strength. Yeah, he do. Strong as hell.
You know, that's just my opinion.
Like a magic marker and go ape shit in the ring.
At the end of the day,
Tanks that really hit the hardest.
Devin's been shown to have kind of a chin. I kind of look at Devin as like a Amir Khan now.
Damn.
Like
guys, nah, Jhon Ingram bugging. I might have to reach out, see if he want to come up here and holler at me. Damn, not Amir Khan. You said Devin is like Amir Khan is crazy. Amir Khan was getting put down by everybody. That's a bad comparison. Devin only been dropped by one fighter, and the dude had power pellets in his system. He had spiked like protein shakes. You know what I'm saying? He was all spiked protein shake. I don't know what he was eating. His supplements was tainted, bro. They wasn't right. You know what I mean? Dude had PEDs in his shit. I don't know. I can't say no Devin or Amir Khan. That's outrageous. Because Amir Khan started getting put down by everybody. Like he was getting dropped left and right, slept. Devin ain't get slept. Amir Khan got slept. Dev kept getting up. Nah. Can't let you do Hanos like that, man. Nah, hell nah. His chin, I still don't think he got a bad chin. But I think punch resistance is a real thing, and I think getting your bell rung could alter some things. But I don't think he just some glass chin dude. You know what I mean? And Jhon Ingram he being genuine. He ain't like he trolling him and trying to trash him. That's one thing we gotta keep in mind too, because people that hear this interview and they'll make it seem like he trashing him. He ain't trashing him, man. He just, he's just speaking what he feel. Mir Khan was crazy. He said he was seeing Tupac concerts.
I won't say his is as loose as his, but it's like,
yeah.
It's kind of glass. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say it. Like I said, that's my guy, my boy. But I'm gonna be real at the end of the day. And Rolly has them punches. No matter if you got your hands up or not, you're going to feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, smart boxing. Say if it's Rolly versus Devin, if he has his hands up, I'm going to be targeting that shoulder to get him to drop that hand. And eventually, once he drop it, it's lights out. But I hate to say it, but yeah, I got to go to Rolly on that one.
Damn. Shout out to Jhon Ingram, man. Pretty boy Jhon Ingram, man. Damn, he picked big watch Rolo, man. Damn, nah. He got Rolly winning. Shit. Got no faith in Dev. He said Dev chin is glass, man. So this shit is on glass. I don't think he got a glass chin, though. I don't. I think he I don't think he got a glass chin though, man. I just think he been rocked. He got caught by a guy that got genuine punching power. You know what I mean? Every big is him, right? Harder. Arguably a bit faster. And I switched it to this because this makes sense being that we was talking about Dad. Bomac. Shout out to Bomac. He gave his thoughts on the potential fight with Ryan and Devin in a rematch, and he spoke about if he feel like, Ryan could win without PEDs. I'm telling you, move laterally. We said Rolly and cutting the rope. No ring off. You know what's crazy, though, off strength? Go look at the Ryan Garcia fight, and I'm not saying that Devin is Ryan at all, right? But he actually can cut the ring off, Rolly. He really could. The thing is, can he do it consistently against Devin? Can he be effective doing it? I believe it once he stays in the pocket instead of grabbing. I would believe it. What are you talking about? Devin's chin? No, that don't have nothing to do with your chin. I mean, that's to me, that's more about range and comfortability. He grabs, I think, when he's on the inside. I think that's his most uncomfortable range to fight at in the inside. I think that's his weakest area to me. As far as fighting from range, I think mid-range and long range, he cool. And close, I think he'd rather tie up. But I don't think that's an indictment on his chin as much as it is on answers defensively. You know what I'm saying? Offense answers offensively in the inside. He grabs. Nah, I mean, it wouldn't be smart for him to exchange. Sonny, he a pure boxer, and a lot of times he be fighting a guy that's deemed more of a puncher than him. Why would he exchange with him? It would always be kind of stupid for him to exchange with more of a puncher. You get what I'm saying? He's supposed to tie that guy up. You got to think. If you're the puncher and your best chance is to land that shot, when I get in close, I'm supposed to tie you up. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's not appealing to the eye, but it's a strategy. That's what Devin did when Brian Norman would fall in, or he would try to close the gap and get in close. Devin would tie him up, and then he'd try to work with the free hand. That's what he was doing. But I don't think that's why he clinches. I just think that's just part of the game. That's part of his game, man. I don't think he's the best inside guy. I think he fights less in the inside now than he ever did in his career. You know what I mean? But he said they really think Devin is food. Then when Rolly lose 12, he's a runner, he's a track star, right? Yeah, Devin, I don't think if he's food, they better show it. Because I think, look, Rolly got a shot, he got a punch of chance for sure. But I don't see him stopping shit. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, and working, not grabbing and reset. Yeah, but you gonna grab and reset because while doing so, bro, you eliminating a guy's best option or a chance at getting you. You know what I'm saying? Motown, what it do? Strong suits here. Yeah, he wouldn't exchange. Yeah, he not going to exchange. It just wouldn't be beneficial. Like, you know what I mean? Especially with Rolly being a bigger puncher. That's stupid to do. Devin is smart. So He knows like this guy want to get in and try to work. His best shot is to get in close and land his shot. So when he gets here, if I don't have an answer, I'm going to tie him up. You get what I'm saying? And make him figure it out. So it's pretty smart the way he fought him. Not the most exciting, but smart, intelligent boxing.
In the gym, like sparring and things like that, or just kind of going and shaking out?
No, he's just going in, shaking out a little bit, working with Lester, working with the fighters a bit, you know. Just, you know, it's in his blood, man. It just ain't gonna walk away from the game.
Hey, look at this beautiful hat, man. Look at that, look at that.
I like that, huh?
Talk to me about the hat.
Oh, this is Lester's brand, Comfy.
Ah, okay.
It's it stands for faith.
Ah, okay. Okay. Are you learning some Spanish from Lester?
Yeah,
and Isaú?
Yeah, I got you, man. Those are my guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, just a couple boxing questions I got for you. You know, David Benavidez fighting Zubo Ramirez. Just stylistically, man, what do you see in that? And just specifically being a trainer, having trained a fighter move up in weight, how do you make sure your guy's putting on the right weight?
Well, most of the time those guys walk around at that weight anyways. And you know, the fighters, they kind of beat themselves up, get down to a lower weight. So they're going to have that advantage. But once you conquer so many weight classes and you at a weight that you're very, very comfortable at, why not? You're testing yourself to get to that next level. Two, I mean, it's benefits to go up and beat another champion that has been established as the champion already. So that's great.
How do you see that fight specifically playing out?
That's going to be a tough fight, man, but it's hard to call right now. I've been watching Zorro for years, man. It's top-ranked days and where he at now, so it's going to be a tough fight.
You know, the rumor right now is Devin Haney versus Rolly Romero at 147, a unification in that fight. I've heard both sides of the coin, right? Like Devin has the skills to outbox him, but you know, Rolly has that power that can change his mind a little bit.
I can't see Rolly getting past Devin. He's a great boxer. Rolly just go in there, throw punches. You know, just close his eyes and hope to hit something. No disrespect, bro, but that's just how I look at it.
You don't think he closes his eyes and gets one?
I mean, I found a few clicks, a few snaps and photos with his eyes closed.
Ryan Garcia, man, looked.
You know, I noticed that a lot of fighters be doing that. Sometimes they throw punches, closing their eyes, anticipating a punch coming back. I be saying that a lot. He say he don't see Rolly getting past Devin, but some people see him landing a shot. I'll just say this: Devin just got to be smart and disciplined like normal, and you got to eliminate the big shots for Rolly. You could do that, then you're gonna outbox him. You get caught, then things get interesting, and you give Rolly an opportunity. That's all. That is easier said than done. But if you Devin, box, rinse, wash, repeat, keep him at the end of the jab, go to his body, and avoid the big shot.
Looked great against Mario Barrios, champion at 47 as well. Just if he were to rematch Devin, it seems like the rematch that everyone really wants in boxing is. Does it look different than it did the first time around?
I think a little different because you know, that drug test is going to be enforced. So will he have that stab? Will he have that quickness and power? That must be seen. You know, if you don't, Devin gonna wear his ass out. Why?
See, he said. See, Bomac feel like without the PDs, Ryan is cooked. I'm telling you, because what if he have another performance, like a flat performance like he did against Rolly? Ryan did, where he ain't really doing nothing. Because again, he put himself in a situation because he always talking about speed, power, this, and I hit so hard. And then when your power is not a factor, your fight's drag, and you look way more susceptible to getting hit and losing. So we're gonna see.
Just, I don't know if I've heard your take on Zuffa boxing, getting into the sport the way it is.
Listen, Zuffa boxing to me, as a trainer and slash halfway manager with these fighters, I think it's a great thing. First of all, they're keeping the fighters busy. Second of all, just another outlet for fighters.
First thing about Zuffa, keeping fighters busy while we complaining. You got fighters that don't even get a chance to earn a living doing something they love to do. And now Zuffa come along and is going to provide these dudes, some of these dudes, 6-figure paydays when they wasn't getting nothing. And you think they're not going to sign up for Zuffa because we online complaining about it? Crazy.
That don't get fights, man. They over there signing fighters that can get that chance. You know how fighters always tell a fighter, hey, your chance gonna come. Your chance is gonna come. That chance come, they'll be able to capitalize on it, and then they'll fight more and more and more. Why not, man? Shit. Why are you gonna shit on a promotional company it's helping the fighters? It's not about me, the trainer, you, the promoter, you, the manager. It's not about that. It's about the fighter. The fighter are the ones that get in there, slanging them hands, entertaining the world for greatness, to be great, to earn money, take care of their family, to be a better boxer, a better person. It's about the fighter.
You see that right there? And that's why I don't spend no time complaining about the Turkey Alice Sheiks, the Zuffa boxings, because people will say that they all for boxing and they want to see it do this and do that, how much they love it. But then they don't even realize the opportunity that Zuffa is providing these other fighters with. These dudes on the shelf, they inactive, they take a loss and get shelved. You hear Brandon Glenn, he got beat by Jhon Patai. And his face was all types of swelled up during that fight. The aftermath was crazy. He had a big ass hematoma on his head. But he said he never seen nothing like Zuffa. He said they treating him right. You got a quote from Rayo Valenzuela talking about Zuffa boxing and how they treating him right. Like, you got people that have things to say about Zuffa that's not negative, right? You know what I'm saying? He's saying that. What did Rayo quoted something about Zuffa? He spoke highly of him. I thought I had it in my thing, but where is that at? I had a quote from this dude. Rayo has said something about Zuffa and how they're treating him. I like what he said there, man. It was something that he put out there. He said, I've been a professional for almost 8 years. He said, and this was the first time I was actually shown the revenue of my fight on paper without even having to ask for it. He said that kind of transparency matters. So I'm starting to hear, like, while people complaining about Zuffa, the people that the fighters that are working for him, they having a lot of positive stuff to say about him, man. They saying Zuffa treating them right. They looking out for him. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. If they're doing right by the fighters, why would we be mad that it's another entity providing boxing fights? It's kind of weird when you think about it. Yeah, his forehead was crazy. You should have seen the aftermath, Fate. I don't know if you seen the aftermath of, like, when he's all swelled up, his eyes, he had like double black eyes, closed, big horn in the middle. It looked crazy. He was all beat up. But shout out to Bo Mac for adding that to the conversation, bro. I'm just here, like, if I just want to know that the fighters are being treated accordingly, and Zuffa is going to make an attempt to try to put on the best fights. If they can do that, then I can get behind what they're doing. Yeah.
Why not give him that? It's his choice. It ain't your choice. The fuck what you think. You know what I'm saying? Go fuck what I think. Am I going to put $1 million in his pocket? No. See, I could train him to get $1 million in his pocket. Then, you know, but I wouldn't give a damn what nobody say about Zuffa. I'm riding with the Zuffa.
There we go. You know,
I do got a couple fights.
Hey, there we go. You know, Jhon Patai is having that issue with the IBF, right? They sanctioned it at first and then didn't, and it seems like the old guard is trying to push back. What's your take on that whole thing?
Well, you know what? Zuffa, to me, they just got to do a little bit better job as far as incorporating these sanction bodies. Just a little bit better job, you know. Say get ahead of the game before you put it out there, you know. Sit down with those guys. Listen, we want you to be part of this. What do we got to do for you to be part of this? Because one thing about fighters, the sanction body's been there for you from the beginning. Fighters want those titles. Zuffa's going to come. Zuffa, if you're going to come in this boxing game, Just incorporate them. That's all you got to do. You ain't trying to phase them out. Make the fighters happy.
Do you think we get to a point where it's undisputed now includes the Zuffa belt? Do you think that
It'll get there. As long as Zuffa keep doing what they doing and keep putting on these fights. Because fighters going to go over there because fighters wants to fight. I don't want to be sitting on no damn shelf for no fucking year fighting 2 times. I'm 27 years old and I'm only fighting 2 times. Come on, man. Hit me before I get into my what's the fucking word I'm looking for?
Prime? Right. Yeah. Lester Martinez, phenomenal performance, obviously on the Crawford Canelo undercard. But those of us in boxing kind of knew he was the goods prior to that, and I feel like that just kind of skyrocketed his name. Do you see the difference in him, like post that fight?
Man, oh my God, Lester is he's happy. He's a little bit happier. He's getting what he's deserved. He's getting his dues, from the boxing community, the world to start taking to him. So
he getting his just due,
He's a happy fighter. He's skipping around the gym, sparring anybody that he can. So I'm happy for him.
What was your first kind of experience with Lester that you were like, oh, this kid, like, what did he do? What was it about him that you were like, oh, he's going to be the real deal?
Lester going to beat the lean ass,
at first.
I think.
Saul was telling me about him in the amateur, so we kept our eye on him. So we was trying to get him, but he went with Richard Steele. And so a couple years later, the conversation came up. Saul came to me and was like, Bo, I got an opportunity. I said, all right, man, let's sit down and talk to him. So we sit down with his team, his management team, and his promoter, and things came together. So here we are now.
I talked to him.
He a lot smarter than what people give him credit for. Shit, man. Stood the test of time. He proved a lot of people wrong with that bad man Terrence Crawford. A hell of a lot of people, and he's still here. Shit, he ain't going nowhere. Terrence Crawford might be going, but he probably really ain't going too far either. He already helping train with Lester Martinez, so. Bud probably going to be in the gyms paying it forward to the younger fighters like he's been doing. Going to continue to be some type of influence on those guys, which is always a positive for them. Stuff you want to see in boxing, you know what I'm saying? So I just like to hear somebody not complain for once about Zuffa. And I said it. Somebody said it. Brandon Glanton was saying it, like, we don't like change. We creatures of habit. Y'all hear me say that all the time. And when you see change in boxing, you just assume bad. Oh, man, that's bad. That's bad. Nah. It's going to be good for somebody because it's a lot of fighters that's falling in between the cracks because the promoters that been in position ain't giving those guys opportunities. And that Zuffa boxing is not only going to provide opportunities, but it's going to be attractive for a lot of dudes that are inactive. Watch how many people end up probably taking a look or having a fight or some type of deal with Zuffa. Shit, Conor Ben already had a home and he still went over there and took a fight. So you got to be doing something right. And if it's being reported accurately, 10 to 15 million for any kind of fight is crazy. So they rolling out the money, man. Let's see what they able to do, though. I'm here for it.
About his sparring with Crawford, and he was just like, man, you learn so much, right? It's not just like the speed or the power. It's like mindset. It's like mentality. It's sharpness. Just
right.
How did Crawford make Lester a better fighter?
Just Crawford's boxing IQ that he has in there sparring Lester, and Lester's that type of fighter, man. He does what he wanted to do.
Check 12.
And with Crawford, you can't get past that, man. You can't just go in there and think you're just gonna bang him out. You can't go in there and think you're just gonna outbox him. But the boxing IQ that Bud has, and going up against Lester, it made him think. It made him really think. And then after the last fight, then they got together and they talked and they've been working out together.
Hold on, 12. Which fight you asking about? Is it in Guatemala with Lester? You talking about with Lester Martinez, 12-3? Son of God, my dog with 5-Star Boxing Talk starts, man. Keep up the great content, brother. My guy, man, always support. Appreciate the love, family. I got 5 on it. Oh, no. And shout out to Son of God. Appreciate the love. We fight all night TV. My dog was good with it, fam. Nah, he gonna be, if he wins, he'll be Guatemala's first champion. 12. He'll be Guatemala's first champion. The fight is gonna be in California, San Bernardino. You know what I'm saying? San Bernardino, California. But if Lester is the win, he's gonna be Guatemala's first champion. I think that's what you're referring to. It ain't gonna be in Guatemala, but he'll be the first champion for Guatemala if he wins, which I think he will. I think he's gonna stop Aleem. I'm not gonna lie to you. Emmanuel Aleem is tough. He rugged. He's a vet. He's been around. He's been around for a while, but I think he's seen some better days. I think Lester, big, strong, hungry. If he don't stop him, man, that means Aleem really, really wanted to win. But I got Lester winning and possibly stopping. If he don't stop him, I wouldn't be shocked. Aleem is tough, but I've seen him take some big shots. I've seen him get a couple bad stoppages. This could get ugly for him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, history, bro. I like when people make history, man. I think it's dope, 12. I think it's dope.
Came in and kept a couple of times and, gave Lester some pointers. So we'll see a whole different fight this time.
Well, Mac, always a pleasure to talk to you, brother. Any other guys you want to talk about? Give a shout out to?
Oh, yeah, man. We got Charles Harris on this card, man, with Lester Martinez. He's a 140-pounder. He's going to be fighting on this card. He's 12-1. Had a little early loss early in his career, but since he's been with us the last 4 years, he's undefeated. Charles Harris, it's good hands, slick hands, spar some of the top guys out there. A lot of guys know him. They call him Lolo. Watch out for him.
Awesome.
Got Kevin Ventura, he's kind of making his comeback. He was with Golden Boy for a while, young and made some bad decisions and heavy kids and this and that, so he's trying to make a comeback. So he's 11-1 to 12.
Man, just last one. I just talking to you, I remembered Keyshawn said that he out wrestled Terrence in the gym. Supposedly Steven So-Called has it.
I have no notice of it. I don't know. Do I believe it?
So-Called said he had the video.
If it did, it did. But I didn't see it. I wasn't there.
Right. Sounds a little like pleading the fifth a little bit.
No, for real.
No, you just weren't there.
I just wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, Mac, appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I like this dude, man. I like him. He's a straight shooter. He's an honest guy, and he rock with his people. Omac is a dude that I just continue to like over time, man. He treats his fighters accordingly. You don't see him come out. I mean, even with the split with Keyshawn, he had absolutely nothing negative or bad to say at all. Just a class act, man. He about the fighter. You can see his assessment on what he feel about Zuffa, that he's for the fighter, and he made a great point, man. These people don't always complaining, but y'all say y'all for the fighters. Well, Zuffa is trying to help fighters that don't get opportunities. How are we mad at people providing opportunities for fighters that we rock with? You know what I'm saying? How are we mad? So I think it's early. It's an experiment, just like most. They obviously playing with some money. So especially if they can offer Conor Ben 10 to 15 million for one fight. And I don't even know who that's going to be to fight, but they could do that. They must be playing with some money, and I got a feeling they're going to be around. I mean, boxing, people don't stick together. A lot of these dudes be getting shelved, cut, just inactive. And I'm telling you, the Zuffa boxings of the world is going to be the landing spot for many of these fighters. Don't be surprised when you start seeing more fighters like Brandon Glanton coming out, the Ryo Valenzuelas of the world coming out and saying how well Zuffa is treating these guys, man. Because I think that's what it really boils down to, man. You gotta people are gonna go where they being treated accordingly, man. If you being treated like you supposed to, you gonna feel the love, you gonna be there. That's where you gonna be at, right? It's crazy, man. Shout out to my dog, man. He said you calling the Lester and Ammo fight. I'll call it because I like both fighters. I like that Ammo got a tough fight on his hands, man. Carlos Adames is gonna be tough to deal with, bro. But yeah, I could definitely call it, bro. A lot of people don't know Bug got brothers that's from Ohio. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I definitely didn't know. Like, where do you rank Bomac against the other trainers? I I think Bomac is amongst the absolute top, son of God. And why I say that, for the obvious reason. He got a 5-division champion. He had a 5-division champion in his stable, 3-division undisputed champion. He had several winning fighters at one time. Get what I'm saying? World champions. He got a really good stable. B&B's really, really hell of a stable. He had a hell of a welterweight run with Crawford. I mean, I think he's right up there amongst the absolute top, bro. I really do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of the success he was able to have. And the dope thing about Bomac is he don't just have success with one fighter. Like, it's obvious Terrence Crawford is the most notable one, but he's helped a ton of other fighters put people in position to win fights and just be a guy that is constantly helping boxing. Like, I feel like you got people like Bomac, from what I understand about him, I'm not going to say it and make it seem like I know him inside and out, but from what I understand, the guy's about his work and his fighters, man. He care about the people that he worked with, and you see it with the way he treat them. His loyalty is unquestioned. You're always trying to put you in the best position possible, and you know what I mean, you're gonna lose some. Losing is part of the game, but he's lost. I mean, he's won so much, you know what I mean, and he's done it at the highest level, son of God. So for me, that's why I can give it to him. He's won at the highest level. His fighter can just, you get what I'm saying, setting, breaking his own record, shit just crazy. The way Crawford ran through this boxing game, bro, and got underappreciated, all while being undefeated and winning every single time. Yeah, I give Bomac a lot of credit. So I put him right amongst the absolute top, bro. You know what I mean? And all the coaches today. You know what I mean? Because that success right there, it's going to be hard to duplicate that or surpass it. You know what I'm saying? You get a fighter that can outdo what Crawford's done. So, and Bomac was pretty much there the whole time. So they was on that run together. They had a hell of a run, and they just continue to be successful. And then think about it. Another reason why I give it to Bomac, people might not look at it that way, but the positive, I think, effect that he was able to have on Keyshawn, right? Like, we might not be able to see the positive effect just yet, but I think give it some time and we'll see just how positive I think he was. You know what I'm saying? I think just how positive he was of an influence on Keyshawn, right? He see what him and Bud built, and he wanted to duplicate that, something to that effect for himself, right? He wanted to build his own team and have something from Norfolk with his own brothers, DB3. So I say that's another sign of when somebody is great, son of God, when you're able to influence somebody to go on to try to be even greater than they already is. And that's what he's been able to provide with Keyshawn Davis, you know what I'm saying? Or Bomac and Bomac and Bud have, I think, cultivated a winning atmosphere that's rubbed off on Keyshawn, that he can take the things he learned from Bud and or Bomac and apply it to the current camp he in with the people that he with and get the most out of his career. So yeah, man, I think that's really what I think where their greatness is displayed, both Bud and Bomac. They able to reach you farther than just coaching you, right? They able to instill a attitude, a standard, right? And they set a standard over there in B&B. And all Keyshawn, they laid the groundwork. All you got to do is keep doing what you're doing with the team you with, and you got it. It's the winning formula. You was already around it. So I definitely give them a ton of credit, man. They affected a lot of people. Just look at what the hell Bud, was able to do for Shakur or Keyshawn, passing it forward to all them fighters. So they go hand in hand as one of the best boxer trainer duos in this age of boxing, for sure, bro. For sure. Shout out to my brother, man. Appreciate you, son of God. Appreciate the love, family. Mike Kirkland, what's good with it, brother? How you feeling? Zoom verse, peace and blessings, Brody. Shout out to everybody. We're gonna rock for a bit. I ain't gonna be here super long on this one. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in, but we're gonna build for a little bit before we get out of there. So yeah, look, I'll call the fights. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a good couple of fights on the card. Lester is the real deal. Ammo, he got a tough fight in his hands against Carlos Adames. That shit is not gonna be easy. He been getting hit too much for me. If he can tighten up that defense, he can add some fights to his career. But if Ammo keep getting hit the way he getting hit, and maybe it's just me, but that's what I see. I think he gets hit too cleanly too often. All right. I just wish he could shore up that defense a little bit better, man. Carlos Adames, if he's able to hit you early enough, he could hurt you. So, you know what I mean? Got good experience, good fight. Yeah, man, it's going to be tough for him, bro. Yeah. Shakur too, for sure. For sure. That whole camp, you get what I'm saying? I mean, they affect, so that's why they great, son of God, because they affected so many, I think, fighters outside of their core group of people that's B&B. Like, you got B&B, but then you got so many people that I know Bomac has been able to cross paths with and probably work with, drop advice on. Like, you need trainers like that. He a real OG to me, Bomac. He act accordingly, right? Like, you don't see him doing a bunch of dumb, goofy shit. Like, Bomac be chilling. You know what I'm saying? And he just coaching his fighter, win, lose, or draw. That's what he on. He about business. You know what I'm saying? And he seemed like he really give a damn about his people. So, I don't know. I commend him. Shout out to Brian McIntyre, man. You know, Bomac, man. Keep doing your thing. You blessed the sport with one of the absolute best fighters in this generation with Terrence Bud Crawford. And I hope he continue to coach and be a part of boxing. And I hope he find him another version of Bud Crawford. I know he probably felt like he had one with Keyshawn. We all did, right? But, you know, some things ain't meant to be, and it's all good. You know, they was able to move on with no bad blood, essentially, right? They didn't get too crazy. So it's all good. Keyshawn is where he at, and I know Bomac is going to be out. That's what I would like to ask him. Look, I know it's going to be hard for anybody to come close to what Bud did, him and Bud did, right? But do he think it's another Bud Crawford out there for him, right? Do he think he'll run into another, just conversation purposes, right? Do we think he'll ever run into somebody that's like a Bud Crawford? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a rare breed, I'm telling you. Crawford was just a different guy, man. Different guy, man. Different guy. For sure. So let me bring something else up too before we do get up out of here, man. Got a couple things. I seen this the other day. I've been hearing about this for a little while. I don't know how solid it is. It's like people keeping it under wraps. They pretty tight-lipped about who the next opponent gonna be. But when Keyshawn came out and said controversy, bro, and then I keep hearing that this is the rumored fight, bro, this gotta be it. This gotta be the next fight for him. This gotta be the next fight for him. The only controversy, name another fighter he had controversy with. No other fighter that he been in the ring with, controversy. There's nobody that fits the bill. There's nobody that fits the description besides Albright. Only Albright fits this description, bro. So I figure it gotta be Albright. Gotta be. Like when he said this, it gotta be
amazing,
Albright.
Keyshawn Davis. I will be back very soon, you know, so keep watching me, stay in tune, you know. I'll be back very soon against a real credible opponent, you know, that we had controversy at one point in time, so stay tuned.
That made me feel like it's this. He said, Wu got a fight coming up. I mean, shit, what fight? He just fought Frank Martin. What fight he got? He lined up already? I could have missed it. Fill me in, my guy. I could have missed it. Did he got a fight lined up already? Because I ain't hear him say nothing. I could have missed it, though. Did he say he had a fight coming up? Because that's the only thing that makes sense with the controversy, right? And look, he went on Cigar Talk, and that's who he called out. Teddy, he called out Keyshawn. He was one of the few people that do it. Like, he called out Keyshawn. He said, yo, I'm calling you out.
All right, I'm going to tap it just so you can get a feel for it. No. Wait, that was tapping, bro? Yeah. That was the fucking warm-up? Yeah. Are you dead ass? Yeah, I'm dead ass. Dude. Like, I know, real shit. I've done this before. You have to like squeeze your stomach. Okay. Ready? All right, so move out your way. Oh my god. Oh.
My bad, y'all. I had to do something real quick. My apology. I just threw that video up for a second. But not for nothing, man. Low key, Ryan a little disappointed that them punches ain't had more of an effect. He wanted to curl dude over. Dude wasn't going for that BS, man. But yeah. So like I said, y'all, I think this could be the fight. They do the Tay, they do it at the Prudential. I'm definitely going. I seen Keyshawn fight already about 3 times. Each time he showed out. I was there when he beat up Miguel Medueno. That shit was fun watching him beat up Miguel Medueno. He was whooping his ass, man. Key was in his bag. Offensively, he was piecing that dude up. Dude was tough as hell. He was hitting him with everything. I was like, yo, he gotta stop this dude, man. That dude tough as hell, man. Tough as hell. Who wins between Mason versus Keyshawn Davis? Right now, I gotta go with Key. For me, it's pedigree, son of God. It's pedigree. He got that Olympic pedigree. He's been moved differently since he's been a pro. He's been fighting guys that have been far more experienced than him. And like I said, no opponents with a losing record. Abdullah Mason, they moved him differently. He's fought in, obviously guys with a considerably more losses. Smaller guys, bringing guys up from 26, 30 to fight him at 35. And he's been feasting on those dudes and knocking them out. And, I think he's legit as they come, but I think that Sam Noakes fight was a really good test for him because it'll allow Abdullah Mason to grow as a fighter, and he's just going to get better. So I think, again, when he start to slow down the pace of a fight, start placing and putting his punches together more, I think he going to get the knockouts, that knockout that he was looking for against Sam Noakes. So I like it, but I think I got Keyshawn beating him. Pedigree, experience right now. And if you look at the way Top Rank is moving both of them, it's not the same. You get what I'm saying? It's just different. So I get an edge to Keyshawn right now. I know Mason is the goods. He'll make a tough fight right now if they fought tomorrow, right? But I just can't say, based on what I've seen from these guys in their biggest moments, I think Keyshawn, like in his biggest, like just look at Abdullah Mason's biggest moment was Sam Noakes. There's nothing negative to take from that. Yeah, he got hit and all that, but you can just get better. He won. He did his thing. He handled business. But he fought too much of Sam Noakes' fight. He took too much unnecessary punishment. Keyshawn Davis understands how to fight and while limiting the punishment that he's taking. You get what I'm saying? Until Abdullah Mason is able to slow that down and master that aspect of the game, I think he's going to always be a step or two behind Keyshawn. He got to find a way to be aggressive without taking punishment. You get what I'm saying? Look how Keyshawn was walking Jermaine Ortiz down, cutting the ring, making the ring small, going to his body, closing the gap on him and just breaking him down. And he did it with very minimal punishment. Keyshawn went in one way, he came out looking the same exact way pretty much, right? No real punishment. Abdullah Mason, you see, and look, that was supposed to be Keyshawn's toughest test. That was supposed to be his 50-50 fight. It was supposed to be a guy that could possibly beat him because he fought Loma and Tio and gave both of them hell, arguably beat Tio, right? Keyshawn dominates him and stops him in the final round. Abdullah Mason, the toughest test to date, his title shot is okay. His first title shot, he gets, decision. He don't get the knockout. It's okay, but he won. He got tested, but he proved that he got dog in him. But if that were Keyshawn Davis in there, he would be able to win that fight without taking that punishment. He could win that fight without getting hit as much. And that's something that he has over Abdullah Mason. People see the offense with Mason and they fall in love with it. But guys that are offensive also got to be good defensively, and you get hit. So that's what you've seen in the Sam Noakes fight. Now, just for instance, right, conversation purposes, right, seeing how he went the distance with Sam Noakes and how that fight went, and we all know Keyshawn Davis is on a different level than Sam Noakes. How would you match them two up? I get it. Styles make fights. I don't want to do no triangle theory scenario, but I'm just talking about in terms of pedigree, caliber, and level. Sam Noakes is not a Keyshawn Davis, right? And he had Abdullah Mason fighting his fight. And Mason said it. He said, felt like I was fighting his fight too much. You think Keyshawn can't make Abdullah Mason fight his fight? Fight more of the kind of fight. You get what I'm saying? Just based on that. It wasn't like Sam Noakes got some crazy ass pressure style where he forcing you. That wasn't the case. I think a lot of what you've seen from Abdullah Mason, that's inexperience in youth. That's just him being young and still learning on the job. So it's no negatives. It's all positive because he's 21. He a baby in the game, but he got a title. He holding this shit down. And I think that 12 rounds with Noakes going to make him so much better. I think that you know, he learns probably more about himself in that fight than any other fight that he had in his career. So it's not a bad thing, but because of that, a couple of little nuanced things and that element right there, that key element, I haven't seen Abdullah Mason slow a fight down and pick your shots, and like I haven't seen him approach it that way, right? He got more of a boots approach to me, Abdullah Mason. He got more of a boots approach where he gonna get in there and mix it up. But see, even now it seems like he get hit more than boots early in his career, right? So I don't know. I think once he masters that element of the game, being able to be you know, aggressive and in your space without taking so much punishment, right? Like that's part of it. If you in the fire, you're gonna get burnt. But I think it's a fine line. And I think once he gets ahead of that, I'm telling you, he's gonna be hell for people. He already hell for people now. Abdullah Mason work hard as hell. He got the right. The reason why I've got a lot of faith in Mason is because I know he's gonna put in the work. He got the right kind of frame, the mentality. If you ever been out and see them in public, they move accordingly. Like they're not clowns, man. They've been raised by the right kind of people, bro. And he got his pops around him and his brothers. He got the right people pushing him, the right motivation. You got Jay Prince in the cut helping out. He in a situation where he's going to win. So expect to see Abdullah Mason around giving people hell for years to come. He only 21. He gonna be a problem. But like you said, to your question, I would have to go with Key. I would have to go with Key right now. Had to. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homie, son of God. Ain't Mason is ready for Keyshawn yet? I mean, that's a tricky word, Ryan. Ready. They had a discussion the other day. Keyshawn said, shit, if a fighter say he ready, then he ready. If Mason say he ready, then he ready, right? If his team say he ready, then he ready. He would give Keyshawn an interesting fight now, but the question is, like, can he beat him now? And would he beat him now? Not just be ready for him. Ready, you can give him a good fight, but they taking fights to win, not just be good challenges. So right now, I just think that the inexperience will come back to bite him. I think the inexperience will cause some problems, but this is a rumor. I'm reporting it as a rumor. Don't be surprised if this fight comes to fruition. We already heard about it. Like I said, Keyshawn ain't had no controversy with no other fighter that I can think of. And it ain't going to be Frank Martin. Frank Martin just got out the ring with Nahir Albright. I don't think it's going to be him. And I think he got the worst of it a little bit. I don't think it's going to be Frank, though. I don't think and the reason I say that, I don't think they putting Frank in back-to-back tough fights like that. That'll be tough. You put him in there with Albright, then you're going to put him in there with a guy like Keyshawn that beat Albright when they fought. That wouldn't be ideal nor smart, I don't think. So you got a better chance of seeing Albright in there, a guy that Keyshawn did have controversy with, and he went on Cigar Talk more recently and just called Keyshawn out. So he said, stop ducking or whatever he said, he's trying to fight. So let's see. May 30th, Prudential Center. Something like it, man. We need to see it, G. Keyshawn versus Richardson, great fight. He had some back and forth there, but they ain't doing that right now. They not doing that off that situation because that'd be a title fight. That'd be a title fight. So I don't think it's gonna be that Keyshawn stops Frank, in my opinion. I think he can too, Mike. I think so. After how I was seeing Albright almost stop him, yeah. Keyshawn meaner. I like how I love his punch placement. I love Keyshawn punch placement, his body shots. Because he really mean to the body. Keyshawn be trying to punch a hole through your stomach. He be trying to punch wherever he punches you out in your body, he be trying to punch a hole through you, bro. See how he punched Jermaine Ortiz in his stomach on the way out? Man, scrape that man's stomach, had him folded, man. Keyshawn be trying to punch through the target, man. Love his energy and his winning attitude, bro. Keyshawn got more zip on his shots than Albright too. Absolutely, I agree. Shout out to the professor, my dog, Aunt McQueen. Said Keyshawn punches everyone like that. Yeah, he do. Yeah, he do. You try to punch through the target, he want to hurt you. He want to hurt you, bro. That's why I say I like how he deliver his punches. He mean. He really want to hurt you. He want to punch through your ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to fight Keyshawn, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to. He was going back and forth with Alfredo Santiago.
Bet.
¿Para mí? ¿Vamos a pelear o no? ¿Cuándo vamos a pelear?
Asking if you gonna fight him when? Spar? Fight. I can spar him. He said fight. Spar him today. Tell him I can spar him today. Chat, y'all want me to spar him today, chat? Talk to the chat. Talk to the chat.
Que si quiere one thing. He said he want to fight you.
You're not my weight class, bro. You're not my weight class, bro.
He said he's 140. Number 2 in the WBO.
He's not my weight class. I can see that shit.
140.
You're 140?
Number 2.
What's your name?
Alfredo Santiago.
Huh?
Alfredo Santiago.
Oh, you're Alfred. I'ma fuck you up.
Nah, you don't have it.
I'ma fuck you up.
You got it.
¿Cuándo? Yo te ready. Yo te ready. This nigga like 147 for real. Chat. Hold on, chat. Chat, should I fight him or not, chat? Talk to the chat. Tell him. Spanish. Espanol. I'm fucking him up. So you don't want to spar today? You want to spar today? Because I'm going to knock your ass out. I'm going to knock you out. I don't know what he's saying, chat. I feel like Bad Bunny and Super Bowl right now. I'm knocking you out. I don't give a fuck about all that. I don't care. Yeah, that shit weak. That shit weak. What you want to do? What he saying? What is he saying?
He said he's trying to make the fight.
Hey, nah. Hey, man, I already got my favorite fighter, but damn if Keyshawn ain't one of them, bro. Keyshawn definitely one of them, bro. That man, yo, you know people like that. You've met people like Keyshawn, just don't give a damn. And he was like, man, I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what he's saying. I'm going to knock him. I'm going to knock you out. He was like, man, that shit weak. He's just a ball of energy, bro. I keep saying it, yo. He must see TV. I'm not going to lie. Turn the cameras on when Keyshawn on. Keyshawn on, I'm watching. I don't care if it's Kick, Twitch, YouTube. Show me Keyshawn doing this thing, man. He funny as hell, bro. He just be going, man. He with everything. And he be wanting all the smoke. I like Keyshawn. I believe that he's a legit fighter, man. And I think he's been showing people that. And they got to admit it whether they want to or not. They got to. Ain't win no big fight yet. Nah, hell no. He damn sure ain't gonna win one against Keyshawn. That's gonna be bad for him.
What is he talking about? You niggas do nothing about it.
Know my body. You got your guards out here. So I ain't coming
him? What is he gonna do? No, he's with you.
You don't know.
You might stop shouting. Oh, you say you don't know.
I got the bag.
He's dapping up civilians.
Don't ever, man. Stop playing. Stop touching my shit. Don't come here without checking in.
I like Showtime, bro. I like Showtime. I don't care what y'all say. I like him. Him and Key. Hey, man, somebody need to reach out to Keyshawn and tell him to keep making content with him, yo. I'm telling you, it's a new day. DB3 hey Blaze, you feel me? DB3 Promotions, that's what he doing. Somebody need to hit Keyshawn and tell him to keep making content with Showtime. I'm dead serious. They got the same energy. Don't nobody else keep constantly antagonizing Keyshawn like Showtime. And it's funny, bro. Them two is funny. I love it. Davis versus Albright, Virginia is the fight. I'm telling you, Blaze. Telling you, man. Settle this little grudge match once and for all. I like Nahir Albright. I love Wolf. Just like y'all do. He can fight. Got that Philly pride, and he wear Philly on his back, and he come to fight, and he'll sing on you after he beat you. But he ain't beating Keyshawn Davis, in my opinion. They running back, he ain't going to win. No, sir. That's just not a fight he going to win. I just don't see it. He ain't beating Keyshawn. He can't beat him. Not going to beat him. Keyshawn ain't fall off. He's still on this place that Showtime got to be from NYC or Jersey. Tay. I think he from New York, Tay. I think he from the city, yo. I think Showtime from the city. You can hear it with the way he talk. I think Showtime from the city.
What is he talking about? You niggas do nothing about it.
Know my body. You got your guards out here. So I ain't coming
him? What is he gonna do? No, he's with you.
Yeah. Once he said you know my body, yeah, he got it.
I got the bag.
That's how he talk.
asshole. You're strong, nigga. Stop playing. I don't jab his weak ass, bro. I know him. Hey, don't ever, yo, you're best nigga. Stop playing.
Yo, shoot you this hard, man.
Stop touching my shit. Don't come here without checking in.
Nah, man. I love it, man. Keep showing that personality. Yo, look, I've always been an advocate for Keyshawn since day one. I'm going to keep being an advocate for him. I think he's one of the best young fighters in the game. And I'm going to keep saying it because he's proven it. But he's fun. He's entertaining, bro. Even outside the ring. Not everybody could nation ring. Not saying like, you know, he's doing so much, but he's showing you personality. And that's something that we could say a lot of fighters don't show you or don't have, right? And or don't have. They don't show you personality. And it's like, he just being him, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? How many people get pushed in the put somebody poked in the face and don't nobody fight? You could tell them two dudes perfect for each other. It's like in a weird way, Keyshawn met his match, not far as in the ring, but just like with energy, right? Dude, a lot of times can match the kind of energy Key be on, and I think it'll make good entertainment. So even if they're not fighting right away, you get both guys an opportunity to promote themselves and show the people, you know, themselves in a different light. I don't think it could be a bad thing. It seemed fun. It seemed like it could be a fun thing. But he definitely from MIC. You know my body, man, got bugging. You know, anyway, you know how them New York folks talk. You know how New York speak. That y'all bugging. So I don't know, man. I'm here for the Keyshawn experience, man. He been hitting the airwaves a lot. He everywhere, and it's very smart that he doing that. Some people think Abdullah Mason Keyshawn would beat Keyshawn. Yeah, they do. They do pay. I ain't one of them though, bro. I just looking at the guys that Mason has fought, none of those guys remotely will put up the kind of challenge that Keyshawn did. And I think to a degree, you could kind of say that on the other end too. But I just think Mason is lacking some of the experiences that Keyshawn has already. You know what I'm saying? Some of the experience. And again, the proof is in the matchmaking. The devil's in the details is in the matchmaking. You can tell by in the matchmaking what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a knock. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn bullied Mason once again. Why are we giving Abdullah Mason so many passes? Rolly was good. I don't think he bullied him, but you could tell Keyshawn is just more comfortable doing what he is. He's more of a talker, but he a fighter too. I've always been team Keyshawn even when I was. You feel me, Mike? Cause I always seen what people didn't. And I always heard stories, and over the years, Mike, them stories just got crazier. Like I know from you, you know, supporting the channel basically the whole time I've been here, Mike, that you like people that when you watch them, you can consider them to be dogs, right? So like that's something I never even because I'm a guy that'll try to give you something else to think about. I don't want to try to change your opinion on Keyshawn, but I want to try to give you something else to think about or consider when thinking about him. And for you, Mike, well, I'm not surprised you somebody that's liking him now because you like a fighter that when you watch him, you can see dog. He can show grit, right? You can see that he really going to try to win. He ain't going to just, you know, shit get tough. He ain't going to cur out. You know that about Keyshawn. Some of the stories, Mike, that I heard about Keyshawn, a person like you could appreciate, right? Like coming up through the ranks, you know what I mean? After he got that light shed on him, bro, these dudes was traveling around, going to different gyms, Mike Kirkland, beating up the best guys in people gym. And it was getting to the point where you got grown men not wanting to spar Keyshawn because of how bad he doing people. And this is not a story I'm making up. This is coming directly from another fighter. He like, yo, Keyshawn was different, man. He said he was terrorizing grown men. And they wasn't even wanting to fight him. They wasn't even wanting to get in the ring with him. I'm like, damn. And then you see the way he carried. He on IG. He all over the internet. He promoting the hell out of himself in a real way. And I just hope everybody could appreciate what they seeing with that dude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they ain't really jump Albright though. What's Keyshawn weakness right now? Himself. Keyshawn Davis' biggest weakness, son of God, right now. Technique was good, homie. It's himself. It's himself. Experience, nope. He got Olympic pedigree, right? He fought to a silver medal. You know what I'm saying? He got that, and then he got valuable experience in the pros because he's never faced an opponent with a losing record, and he's always He's always like passed the test. That's what people don't ask. Like, think about it. Keyshawn was supposed to be in his toughest fight January 31st. It ended up looking like regular shit. You get what I'm saying? That speaks volumes about the kid, but people don't like to acknowledge it because they don't like him. Right? They don't rock with him as much. But I'm telling you, bro, like he different, man. Yeah, I think he one of the ones, bro. I definitely think he one of the ones, and you can just tell. Like, I keep hearing all these different stories about him and stuff like that, and you can tell that he really is who he is. But nah, his biggest weakness, son of God, is himself. It's Keyshawn versus Keyshawn. Like, think about it. It wasn't De Los Santos that made him not make it to the fight. It wasn't like, I don't know. You know, it was him being in his own way, his own decision making. You get what I'm saying? Not crossing his T's, probably dotting his I's, getting a little too complacent or comfortable, right? So he got in his own way. And just as fast as he got in his own way, he got out his own way and back into winning ways. So his biggest challenge right now, Keyshawn, is himself. I promise you. I promise you. The battle that he's fighting with himself to make sure he keep himself in check and, you know, on the straight and narrow, that battle was tougher. In the mental health battle that he probably fights every single day, those battles are tougher than anything that he's faced in the ring in those 14 and so fights. I truly believe that. So his biggest challenge is him versus him. Guys on that level, he won't be the only one. I be feeling the same way about Shakur. Like, guys like that, they be having shit mastered. It be a them versus them battle. You gotta make sure you don't get in your way, because you at your absolute best is good enough to beat anybody that you ever gonna get in front of. And that's what I believe about talents like the Shakurs and the Keyshawns. I think those guys are talented enough to be able to beat anybody that they get in the ring with, given, you know, circumstances are right. They mind is right. They on top of their game, fully focused. And you're gonna see that. Watch. Don't even just hear me say it. Watch. Over time, it's gonna be proven. You've seen it with Shakur, Mike Kirkland. You seen them dudes drag him for years. Now you seen the narrative switch. You seen it stand the test of time. His biggest battle has not been somebody inside the boxing ring. It's been him being critiqued for stuff that he do. So he got to continue to master Shakur. And I think as long as you do that, the rest will take care of itself. I'm telling you, he got a lot of these dudes, and I mean this respectfully. He got a lot of these dudes beat before they even get in the ring, because he gonna have them outsmarted. They're gonna focus on a certain aspect of the boxing match that's gonna cause them to get beat, and he gonna fully game plan. He gonna cross every T, dot every I. He gonna be fully 100% prepared. And dudes be feeling like they prepared. He gonna make sure he is. So those caliber fighters, they just different, man. And the toughest battles they're gonna face is Shakur versus Shakur, Keyshawn versus Keyshawn. They keep that guy in check, that guy in the mirror stay in check. I'm telling you, the rest of the boxing world is in trouble. Mark my words, y'all. Them two dudes stay fully focused. It's gonna be really hard to beat them. Not impossible. Everybody can be beat, but it's gonna be really, really hard to beat a Keyshawn or Shakur when they're on top of their A game. Watch what I tell you. And big shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland, on point, always supporting the grind in a huge way. Appreciate the love, man. He said, true indeed, Just. You're going to run your mouth. Don't cut out, win or lose. Yeah, don't cut out, win or lose. I'm going to respect it. Facts. And that, you know, they was like, he was putting pressure on these men, and like, just, they was seeing what he was doing, and he was building a reputation for beating a lot of ass, and dudes was just not wanting to get in there with him. Older than him, more experienced, dudes just not wanting to fight him. And I heard that from the young and Troy Nash that I plan to have on here one day. Shout out to Troy Nash too, one of the best young up and coming fighters, man. Y'all tap in. If y'all ain't up on Troy Nash, man, go look him up and tap in. Go look him up and tap in. And Mike, and you'll definitely, Mike Kirkland, go look up Troy Nash. You'll definitely like him. That's somebody you'll like. He already showed dog by the challenges he taking. You get what I'm saying? Fighting and taking the opportunities, some of them opportunities he took early. That dude, he one of them ones, man. One of them ones.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
To my brother Mike Kirkland, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love, family. As always, man. You said you got Woo. You got Woo beating Keyshawn, crazy enough. It's a few more. I feel that way about Judge. Yeah, Reef. It's a few that fit that description. You know what I mean? It's how our own people shit on Shakur so hard. Tang and Haney's fans united on the hate. In fact, you see it, right? You gotta start seeing these dudes fight some names. That's one way, a Mag 7, that's one way to gauge how good somebody is, right? That's one way. I think another way to gauge how good somebody is when they do get in there with their opposition, are they able to beat a guy more convincingly than they've ever been beaten in their career? You know what I'm saying? So that's a gauge too. The names are a gauge, but that's not the end all be all. The consistency within the performances, right? Like if you're a guy that has a tendency to, when you get in there, you beat a guy more convincingly than he's ever been beat in his career. Like that's what Boots do. So Boots might not have a bunch of those big names that you see that you want to see on the resume just yet, right? But when you go look at the performances and how he beat people, he clearly beating guys worse than they've ever been beaten in their career. And I think sometimes that says something about the fighter. It's not the end all be all barometer either, but it's a pretty good gauge sometimes of what kind of talent you're looking at, right? Because what I'm saying is if he just any run-of-the-mill guy, if he just a regular decent fighter, yeah, he'll win the fight, but it ain't gonna be overly impressive. But when Boots get in there, he gonna do something to you bad. Like look how he beat up Roman Villa. You'll probably never see him get beat up like that again. Look how he beat the fight out of Stan Jonas, a guy that had a baby on the way. And if you're a father, if you're a parent, then you know the motivation of having your kid on the way. Ain't no motivation like knowing your kid is about to be born. Just think about that. He had that dude on a stool quitting. So Boots is able to beat you in a way that you've never been beat in your career. Fighters that are able to do that and do it consistently are special. And sometimes early on, because of like Boots' situation, it'll be a log jam at the top of 147 where it's not really your fault that you're not getting the names because dudes is tied up. So yeah, man, that's a measuring stick. You know what I'm saying? Like Bobby Moses' interview told me. Shout out to you, Mike Kirkland. I appreciate you checking out the interview, man. That's my guy, man. That Behind the Hands TV is one of the realest people I know in this space. That's my brother. So true, just about Key. Yeah, hell yeah, Key different, man. Remember Troy Nash beat Zaybot, Johnny and Ryan Williams all back to back in the tournament. Talk to him, Tay. He was one of the last ones to beat him. He was. Troy Nash is nice. Trying to tell y'all, stay look him up. If y'all not already following him, tap into him and just do your homework and the rest will take care of itself. I guarantee y'all gonna come back and be like, yo, I'm glad you said watch him. I guarantee you. You already see what type of time he on, him and his father. They ain't turning down no smoke. They taking on challenges. Even if it's tough, they don't care. They run into the smoke. So you will love Troy Nash. I'm telling you. About Tank, he beats dudes, no other, but then they'll say he has no name. Shit, you got to keep in mind. I keep telling you, Mag 7, you got to keep in mind, bro. A lot of those people talking that stuff, they're Tank haters. They're that's their whole sole purpose is finding the most negative viewpoint and then putting that out, right? They have no intent, Mag, of giving Tank no credit. You get what I'm saying? The fact that they expect him to fight, everybody says something about him. It says something about him. So Mag 7, I'll give you something else to consider, man, for these haters. They're going to always ask him to fight the best in the world. Do you know why? Because we ask what? We want to see the best fight the best, right? So Mag, don't even let it, just laugh at it. Think about it. Every time somebody mentions Tank name and saying who they want to see him with and they throw a name out there, that's because they're telling you they want to see the best fight the best. They're not going to say it flat out like that, but that's what they think because they know how Tank biggest supporters feel about him. And they know if he fight a certain guy that they deem on that level, in the back of their mind, it could be justified because they know Tank that good too. They know it, bro. Trust me. Most people talking about they know he's good. I've heard people hate on him and then be forced to turn around in the next breath and give him credit, bro. So you get me? You never... Mag 7, I'm going to save you some time. You are never going to change the mind of a miserable Tank hater. You are not. It's nothing you can say. He could literally come out, fight Shakur, Devin, T.O., and whoever else. They're going to find something. He fight all of them. They'll be like, well, I bet you he won't go up there and fight Boots. Like, you get me? A hater is going to be a hater. That's what they're designed to do, right? Just find reasons to hate on shit instead of giving credit. That's what they do, bro. I'm telling you. People that say Tank ain't fought nobody, they just shouldn't watch boxing because that's not true. That's not true. He's competed from 126 to 140. So it's stupid to try to dismiss him like he been at 35 his whole career and ain't did nothing. got 30, 31 fights over 4 different weight classes, bro. He got some names up there. He took several O's. He fought quality opposition. You can say the toughest fights are still out there for him. You can say that, Mag 7, but you can't say that he hasn't fought anybody. Let me play this clip real quick, y'all.
That's a deep division right there.
I like it.
Did you see, Max? As soon as you said that, as soon as you put the board up, he just started licking his chops, his hands, he was rubbing his hands. I'm saying, man.
Where do you fit in?
Man, I'll start off number 1, of course. Man, I'll go 1 through 10. Bro, Jack Catterall, take him out, bro. Like I already did that, been there, done that. And bro, I tried to ask him to get his lick back, bro. He didn't want it back. I have messages and receipts, bro. I've been trying to tell him.
We might need to see those receipts. Okay.
Yeah, bro, I have them. I can pull them out right now, bro. Like, I told his manager, and then they're like making excuses, like, "Oh, you know how much money it costs for you to get over here, mate?" And I was like, "Bro,
Giasov is good. Giasov's a good fighter.
He's so good. It pushed Rolly into a fight with Devin Haney. He was like, "Let me get this Haney fight done now."
Yeah, so I mean,
if I was Rolly, I wouldn't fight.
If Rolly's gonna fight Haney, then I'll fight Ryan. I mean, who else is Ryan gonna fight, right? Like, there's no one else.
Is there any name here that you would say no to if it meant that, like, you know, to keep you moving up the? No? Who's the toughest fight there that you see that's not Haney or Ryan or Rolly? Who's the toughest fight?
Toughest fight?
Out of all those guys, who's not one of the big 3 names?
Okay. I would say, I mean, I was watching that guy, that Giasov guy.
Yeah, Giasov.
Giasov's a tough guy.
I think that's who I would say.
Yeah, I think Giasov was a tough guy. But
Who's best?
If Rolly don't fight him for the belt, I'll fight him for the belt. Like, it don't matter to me.
They want to go.
Man, shout out to Arnold Barboza, who got a win over my guy Kenneth Sims over the other weekend. Shout out to him, man. A win does good things for you, man. Let's see what he's able to do next moving forward. But you see, Rolly is moving up the ranks, man. They got Big Rolo like top 5. When did y'all ever think you would be seeing Rolly top 5 in any division? And he top 5 in the glory division, welterweight, bro. Man, boxing has changed, man. I just gotta tip my hat to Rolly, man. Well played, bro. Well played, man. All he did was take the opportunities that he was presented to him, and he made the most out of them. Well played by Rolly Romero, man. I really mean that. Well played. Wait, Tank beat the Fresher Barrios. I gotta respect that about Tank. Hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah. I got killed for everybody besides Ryan. Shark Rose was good. He'd beat Ryan too, bro. He'd beat Ryan too, Shark. Look what TB said. Do I got Tim Bradley? Thing in here still? What he said about hold on, man. I got to play for you what Tim Bradley said about Ryan and Rolly. Ryan and Keyshawn. I gotta find that for you. My bad, y'all. I'm multitasking, man. My daggone kids, man. Oh, but damn, they made me lose my train of thought. Think Ryan a little too fast, bro. She might be Devin part 2. Hell no. Nah, listen. Hey, I'm gonna ask you, Shark. What beats speed? A Shark, what beats speed? And it's an attribute that Keyshawn Davis that you just seen that he's one of the best at. You seen how he beat Jermaine Ortiz, right? What trumps speed? Shark, talk to me. What trumps speed? We all know what that is. What trumps speed? And what do you get me? Hey, Tay, you get me? And what do we all know that Keyshawn got? Great timing. See, the problem with Ryan, right? He over relies on his athleticism and he believes in his speed too much at times, right? And his power. That's gonna backfire. Keyshawn relies on pedigree and boxing acumen, whereas this guy's gonna rely. Think about it. The first thing Ryan come out his mouth when he say about who he could beat or who he'll beat up, how hard he hit, how fast he is. He don't never talk about how smart he is. You get what I'm saying? He'll never talk about how high his IQ is. He always talk about how hard he hit and how fast he is. And we know that's the physical side of boxing. And most fighters will tell you is more mental than physical. So that's why I say most guys lose to Shakur, because they'll look at him and they'll be like, well, I hit harder than him and I'm stronger than him, so I'm gonna beat him. And we've heard it and seen it over and over by Floyd Mayweather, that skills pay the bills. Like, you get me? Dudes be focusing on the physical aspects and thinking that because they are, I guess, more superior to a guy in a physical with a certain physical attribute, that they gonna win a fight, and that don't win fights alone. Let me pull this up real quick. Yeah, so you know it, man. Timing trumps speed, bro. Lion Ryan.
So y'all about to Tim does Tom Bradley. You already know the damn rest. Look, so y'all about to think that I'm about to fall for y'all little jokey jokes talking about Keyshawn about to face Garcia. Stop it. Because if that fight's gonna happen, you already know the damn Haney fight ain't gonna happen. Because Ryan Garcia can't beat no damn Keyshawn Davis. He can't beat no Keyshawn Davis. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Can't beat him. He gonna get stopped.
Look
he gonna get stopped. Yeah, he gonna get stopped by freaking Keyshawn Davis.
Look at Tim.
Yeah,
Tell him, Tim.
I'll explain it to you later. Oh, I ain't got time for that. But I'm just here to chime in.
Yo, I love Tim Bradley, the YouTuber Tim Bradley, bro. Man, he needed to come to this space a long time ago. I don't care what nobody say. His takes is authentic. He mean what he say. It ain't about agreeing and disagreeing, bro. He always come from a place of experience and knowledge, bro. Man, he said, I ain't got time for all that. I'll explain that to y'all later. I ain't got time for all that. I'll tell you how he beat him. He ain't beat no Keyshawn
No, the
Davis.
damn Haney fight ain't gonna happen. Because Ryan Garcia can't beat no damn Keyshawn Davis. He can't beat no Keyshawn Davis. Nope. It's not gonna happen. Can't beat him.
It's not gonna happen.
He gonna get stopped.
I'm telling you.
He gonna get stopped.
Telling you, Keyshawn too good of a body puncher. He going. You remember with Tank? Remember Tank, a smaller guy than Keyshawn. I know he punch hard, but still a smaller guy. He got to that body. Keyshawn gonna get to that body, bro. He gonna go into that fight thinking he all strong, fast. I'm telling that be Ryan problem. That's what get him in trouble. He think his speed and power be everything. You forget boxing is mental too. Where your IQ at? You'll never hear him lead a conversation talking about his IQ or skill set. He always talk about them same two attributes, speed and power. Although they made him very successful and they make him very dangerous for anybody stepping there with, still not the end all be all. And we know that Olympians, Shakur and Keyshawn, they had great timing. They will find a way to deal with his speed. They'll time him, they'll pick up on him, and they're gonna beat him. Facts, Judah, you already know. My favorite two fighters, Key and Ryan. Yeah, that's an interesting mix. Key and Ryan. Damn. Shout out to Shark, man. Hit that like button. I agree with Tim. I'm super on Keyshawn now. Yeah, I'm with you, Mike. I think he can stop him too.
Freaking
IQ and pedigree. IQ and pedigree.
I'll explain it to you later.
And
I
experience.
ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that.
Just chime in on it. Oh yeah, they supposed to fight. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't think I said La Hoya that stupid. No. Keyshawn Davis is a bad boy, man. I'm trying to tell all y'all, he a bad boy. He gonna stop Ryan Garcia. He gonna stop him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he gonna put him up in that scary shell. Oh yeah, Ryan ain't stopped that scary shell bullshit. He ain't stopped that.
Scary shell
they gonna have something for that. Oh yeah, they gonna have something for that left hook. They gonna have something for that sloppy ass right hand. Oh, just wait. Ooh, I tell you what, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No, don't believe it.
Tim said, I don't believe it.
He'll
They
fight
ain't that
Shakur Stevenson
stupid.
before he fight Keyshawn. Yeah, he'll fight Shakur before he fight Keyshawn because Keyshawn got power. Keyshawn got power. And Keyshawn ain't no small dude either. And he's strong.
He is.
Mechanic, old man strong.
Look,
But yeah, lift the motor up. Yeah, the little buggy.
Y'all bugging if y'all not enjoying Tim Bradley takes on boxing, bro. You gotta be losing it. Man, he said, yo, Keyshawn mechanic strong, lift the motor out the buggy. yo, this man is a fool, bro. Oh man, Tim Bradley is a fool, bro. I love it though. Tim Bradley, the only one giving these Olympians they just do, man. The rest of these dudes running a marathon, hating. hating bad, bro. Shout out to my dog, Everything Boxing. Say Key just like Bud, he definitely similar. Everything Boxing, my dog. Key, what's good with it? He said, I'm seeing so much hate for Keyshawn now, y'all. And most of it is because he connected to Shakur. If he wasn't these fans, would love him. Y'all. Fans and content creators hating heavy. And again, Everything Boxing, bro, I say this all the time, man. They don't like boxing. I learn this stuff more and more every day, and how I'm able to come to that conclusion so comfortably because of what people get mad at. Like what Keyshawn is doing, if people's favorite fighter was doing exactly what he was doing, the way he was doing it, they'd be enjoying it, they'll be having fun. But because like you said, he's connected to the Buzz and the Shakurs of the world, it's a lot of hating going on. But good thing that the hate is a little bit late, and he seemed motivated by everything that he got going on right now. He's put himself in position to succeed, bro. He gonna win regardless, bro. Keyshawn has put himself in a position to win and keep winning, bro. And like I said, bro was asking what's his biggest challenge, and I'm saying it's him. It's his biggest challenge. So yeah, it's a ton of hating. That's why anytime I get a chance to talk about him good, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I really been rocking with this dude since his pro debut. So I always like Keyshawn, and everything I'm saying is something that I told people was coming.
They're gonna have some for that sloppy ass right hand. Oh, just wait. Ooh, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. It's him funny as that.
He'll fight Shakur Stevenson before he fight Keyshawn. Yeah, he'll fight Shakur before he fights Keyshawn, because Keyshawn got power.
Keyshawn got power.
And Keyshawn ain't no small dude either, and he's strong.
Yeah.
Mechanic, old man strong. But yeah, lift the motor up. The little buggy, yeah, feel it out. He's strong like that. Freaky strong. Freaky dicky strong. So y'all sit up here, y'all trying to like,
yo, Tim's stupid, yo.
You know, and thinking
Tim
that
Bradley
Ryan
is a
Garcia
fool,
gonna face,
man.
you know, Keyshawn Davis, stop it. I don't know where you're getting your facts from, but you sound stupid. You sound stupid. But moving forward, yeah, ain't he gonna stop Rolly? If he don't stop him, he gonna frustrate the hell out of Rolly. Yeah, he gonna make
Old
Rolly look
mechanic
like a fool
strong, bro.
He gonna make him look like a fool. Yeah. Be Haney first stoppage in a very long time. I can see it happening. I could definitely see it happening. But hey, man, look.
I swear I could see it too, Tim.
Forward, you know,
I
both
could
these
see
guys,
it too.
both these fights, quote unquote, haven't been truly announced yet. You know, once they have the press conference, then I believe it. But until then, it's just hearsay. People making up shit. Anyway, Tim does Tom Bradley. You already know the damn rest I'm out.
I love it.
So y'all.
Tim Destor Bradley, y'all already know the damn rest. Yo. Yeah, I love it, yo. Shout out to Tim Bradley, man, a Hall of Famer. I just want to throw this out there. I'm gonna always react to his content for as long as he making it and it's cool to do. I'm gonna react to it. I'm gonna always give that man his credit. People need to realize boxing all the time ain't about agreeing and disagreeing. That's a Hall of Famer. And it'll be a random person in the chat talking about, I don't listen to Tim Bradley for boxing. But he did it. But you want somebody to listen to you for boxing? Like, you get me? So I appreciate his takes because they honest, and they really him. That's what he believed. And I don't think he said nothing too crazy, man. I like Tim Bradley, man. I like him. But look, he said the same thing. Technique. He said, he said Keyshawn to beat Devin. Said Keyshawn to beat Haney. He said they're not gonna make that fight. He said Keyshawn to beat him. Say it beat Ryan too. He said it beat both of them. He think Keyshawn beat both of them. And I'm telling you, the same reason I probably think he'll win is the same reason Tim Bradley think. I'm telling y'all, yo. Them Olympians ain't nothing to be messed with. I'm telling you. Them two Olympians, they ain't nothing to be played with. Them two got pedigree, experience that a lot of these dudes can't make up for in the boxing ring. They seen a lot of these dudes' styles. They sharpening their tools every day with some of the best young fighters and young talents in the world. That's why they stay sharp. Them two Olympians gonna beat a lot of ass when it's all said and done. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna have a lot more victims. Dudes gonna be hating. Watch, they're gonna spend the rest of 2026 hating. Don't let Shakur get another fight and a big win. Boy, they're gonna be ready to pull their tearing teeth out. I'm telling you. Don't let them. The worst thing that happened to the boxing world was January 31st. The Bash brothers co-maining together. Hey, y'all. And hey, y'all, let me tell y'all, shout out to Core.
Shout out to Shakur and Keyshawn, but shout out to Corey for reposting the Bash Brothers pick, yo. Shakur reposted the Bash Brother picks yesterday. He got a good laugh out of it. Cause I know he ain't never see that. Him and Key both had they think about this, y'all. This is Keyshawn coming off a layoff. He's supposed to be in there with the toughest opposition that he's been in there with to date. T.O. is the toughest opposition. Shakur been in there with the date. They supposed to be in there with their toughest two opponents. But a couple rounds into the fight, they both had them dudes in headlocks. It's crazy. That's how they got the game, bro. When people see them show up, that's how they breathe. They start breathing different. They see Shakur name come up on the screen. They start breathing. I'm telling you, they start panicking. And then you put Keyshawn on the other side, boy, they be ready to break the TV, the monitors, the screen. It was people really punching the hell out the air. Bro, y'all think I'm playing. 100% I'm willing to bet y'all real cash money, bro. That January 31st, when that co-main completed and Keyshawn knocked out dude, and then Shakur went out there and beat T.O. like that, guarantee you 100%, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, when them two winning, this how I hit them. Them two winning hit the boxing world like this, yo.
Ain't no short.
Damn! Crack this up! Man! Yo. Hey, yo, Shakur and Keyshawn winning on the same day. I'm telling you, they was like this.
I'm tired of this shit.
Hey, yo, dudes watching the fight at home, bro. Dudes watching the fight at home. Shakur win, his hand get raised. They see the fight. They got their girl in the corner scared and shit. They just stand up, start swinging. Girl be in the corner scared, don't know what happened. She thought they was just enjoying the fight. They man just get up out of nowhere and start throwing punches.
I'm tired of this shit.
Shakur keeps throwing haters on the 31st. They all these girls.
Shit. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. Fuck this shit. Too many motherfuckers.
Hey, yo, my God, yo. Oh, my God, yo. If you was in a car and you had the fight pulled up on your phone, you wanted to be let out. Somebody had to, anybody was riding around listening to the fight, they was in the back seat like, no, let me They be like, yo, who about to fight? They be like, who about to fight? They be like, Shakur T.O. They no, let me out. They want to get out. They ain't trying to watch. Boy, they be pissed off, boy. I'm telling you, that shit be crazy, bro. That's how it be, yo, for them. That's how they be. That's how they be, bro. I'm telling you, I gotta drop a dime on them. Meanwhile, Corey and the crowd spazzing.
What you think? What you think? This shit is over. He the GOAT. Don't wait it.
Yeah, Corey spazzing on him. Spazzing. That was Corey when Bud was cooking Canelo. Why is he in the crowd screaming at them fans?
What you think? What you think? This shit is over. He the GOAT. Don't wait it.
I'm tagging Corey in that one. I'm getting that one too. I gotta tag him in that one too. That was my reaction when he beat T.O. That's how I was talking to people when I was calling the fight. This shit over. What you think? I told you. I was talking like I was throwing punches that night, bro. I'm telling you. He said, "Where you get that?" Hey, bro. I'm telling you, I got a lot of videos in the cut, bro. I be having to delete some of them to make space, but I've had that for a while. I always didn't delete it because it seems so relevant. Like, that's really how they be hating on them. They be mad as hell, bro. Like, they when somebody give that man his credit, they be mad as hell, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They be mad in a different way, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I think it was shout out to my dog Everything Boxing, man. He said got these haters biting blood out their lips. Yo, every time you say that shit, I'm gonna laugh, man. I'll be crying when I see you do that. I'll be like, yo, he on his bull, he about to have them. They probably be about to break their screen watching your videos, bro. I know it. I know they be pissed off. They be like, man, what he got to say? They know you gonna say some real shit, so they still listen, and they're gonna bite blood out their bottom lip, like you said, bro. They be sick as hell, man. They be sick. Oh man, they be sick, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Mike Kirkland, man. Back in that super chat. I appreciate the love. It's always, yeah, man. I told y'all I'm the clip king for real. That's my name, y'all. I'm the clip king. I got a bunch of different clips. I had ones that I had a bunch of them. Like I had ones that was funny towards Shakur. Like I had all this shit. I just be having to delete it. A lot of this stuff. But I had mad of them. I had deleted so many of these. I had different ones, not even just that one. I had a bunch of these joints. I had deleted them over time, though. I don't really got them. Like, see, a lot of y'all don't remember this. A lot of y'all
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months, for some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, songs unwaited. So
Yo, y'all remember when I had that? Yo, did y'all remember when I had that? It was as my intro. Mike remember because he an OG. Mike been here the whole time. That was one of my intro joints, yo. I'm like, yo, I'm telling y'all, because when I come here, I'm not trying to be stressed out to have no boxing conversation. What the hell I look like? People be mad, spitting on their screens, yelling, threatening, gun talk. I'm like, bro, all that to have a boxing opinion? If I got to do that, bro, I'm not going to talk boxing never. So when I come here, I just be trying to like laugh with the people. We ain't about to be stressed out. We're going to talk our shit. We're going to have some fun, but we ain't about to be crying over everything. People be mad about everything, bro. I be having fun with this shit. Man, that was my guy. That's why I still ain't delete that. That was one of my throwback intros, bro. Squid G, man, singing that. He sung that joint, didn't he, y'all? Squid was getting it too, boy. And his man ain't shit. Hype that man up like that. He ain't shit for that. He ain't shit for that. But last couple clips, y'all, before we get out of here. We about to approach the 3-hour mark. I didn't even think I was gonna make it here this long, y'all. Man, I barely made it here today, y'all. I really did. I barely made it here, but we made it here, if you get what I'm saying. I barely made it, but we made it. You get what I'm saying? We made it. I pushed through and we got a good 3 hours out. Shout out to the fam, everybody that rocks out with me. We got through the day, man. And big shout out to Mike Kirkland. Appreciate the love, man. He said thanks for the laughs. I appreciate all the support, man. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, my guy. Yeah, man. Just had to have a little fun with it, man. So while the Bash Brothers is putting people in the game in headlocks and, you know, the boxing world punching the air. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn and Shakur winning on the same day, back to back in spectacular fashion. Nah, somebody was on watch. Somebody had to be watched to make sure they ain't do no harm to themselves. I'm telling you. People see them two dudes winning, they be about to lose their mind. I can't believe this. I gotta watch this. Gotta sit back and watch this. I gotta watch these guys keep winning. You damn right. I told y'all to get used to it. Told y'all. That boy good. Yeah, you know it. You know what I mean? That Squid got that joint, man. You know, he sung the hell out that song, didn't he? He sang, man, he sung that song like he wrote it, didn't he? Squid was on it. Squid was like, man, y'all gonna get this work, bro. Shout out to everybody though, man. Hold on, did I forget? I'm gonna make sure I ain't forget to play none of these clips. I be forgetting, it be so much stuff. Oh, I had one from Roy Jones. I think that he speak about Tank beating Core or something like that. Let me play it real quick so I don't forget.
Yeah, and now Manny and Floyd coming back after 11 years. Obviously, you're not the same, but who would lose more skills in that time? Do you think Floyd or Manny?
I don't know. I haven't seen Floyd. I've seen Manny. Manny has lost a lot, but of course, as the older you a little bit, we really haven't seen what Floyd has because we haven't seen him, so who knows?
Does Manny have to try to make it a war?
At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, and then we've talked about this one before, Shakur and Tank.
Very good fight. Very good fight.
Mike said yesterday, he said, just like you, that Tank is probably the only one that can beat Shakur. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
And what would that fight look like? Would it be a chess match, or would it be like a Hagler-Hearns all-out war?
For Tank to win it, it needs to be Hagler-Hearns. But for Shakur to win it, it needs to be Sanchez-Gomez.
Really? You like Sanchez?
Love Sanchez.
Yeah, one of your favorites.
Yes.
And I'm here with Roy Jones Jr. at his gym during his boxing boot camp. Tank may be coming back though against Pitbull Cruz. Is that a good fight for a comeback fight?
Heck yeah, it's a good fight. You probably report they both fight kind of the same styles. Just Tank a better IQ boxer. Great fight for him. It was a good fight the first time. It's a good fight again.
And then, what's the latest on Spence, Roy? He was at your grand opening. This place was packed. He's obviously still a fan favorite. You're working with him. Are you guys still?
I'm not really working on him. I talked to him, and I kind of try to be a big brother for him now. You know what I'm saying? I hope we want to know something. Call him. You got advice, you want to know advice, call him. He called me about some stuff about boxing. I told him what I thought he should do, but he's a grown man. He do what he want to do. But
yeah, Roy got excited.
Of course, I'm going to give him advice. That's why I do. I try to be a mentor for him.
Do you think he's coming back?
And they don't get it. Like, they don't get it. They asking him, is he coming back and stuff? And, you know, he don't really fully know. The thing is, I know people heard Roy say something about training Spence or helping him, but if they really listen, he was saying he don't really even got to train him. He just want to be able to help him any way he can, like even as in a mentor capacity. He want to be able to help Earl Spence, and because again, when you like somebody, you just want to be a part of helping them, right? You ain't got to be the guy that's training them, because I just don't think that's a good fit. That's why you don't hear Roy training them. I think EJ low-key might know that shit. Roy might know it, but it always to be good to get game from a guy that was looked at as the baddest man on the planet once upon a time. So I got to respect Roy. I like fighters that pay it forward. Pay it forward meaning helping out the guys behind you, right? In any capacity that you can, whether it's helping them training, like what Crawford is doing with Lester Martinez, how he's done with Keyshawn and Shakur and many other fighters, stuff like that. You know, whether it's advice, anything, man, whether it's getting you out of a dark place, I respect it and I rock with it, man. Shout out to Roy, man. He gonna always have my respect. I don't care about the losses as much as how he always stood on business every time he was in that ring. So shout out to Roy Jones, man. A big shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody that rocked out today, man. This was a rough one, but we got through it, y'all. We had some fun. Pitbull, Mike, euthanasia. Cool. If Spence don't come back, we in our game against the best, y'all. If he don't come back, I'm cool. But they saying the Tim Tszyu thing is still a fight, Mike. The Tim Tszyu fight. Tim Tszyu is trying to take a stay busy fight potentially before you get in there with Spence, which is crazy because he's already been more active than Spence. And to get a tune-up fight before fighting Spence while Spence just been inactive with nothing is crazy. But I wish Earl Spence, that's the only thing I wish for him, that he would kind of go back on that no tune-up shit, because I feel like, you know, anybody could. But I get it. I respect it. He just don't want to waste people's time with a fight that they know he's going to win. So if he going to fight, he feel like all he need is 8 to 10 weeks of training and he'll be good. I remember he said that. He said, all I need is 8 to 10 weeks. He said, if a fighter need more than a full training camp to get ready, then something wrong. I remember him saying that. I was like, he going to put his foot in his mouth one day with that. But I don't think he cared. So shout out to Earl Spence. I hope he come back. If he come back, I hope he knock Tim Tszyu out. Nothing against Tim Tszyu, but we rocking with Big Fish over here. And again, shout out to all the channel members, everybody that pulled up today and rocked out. Like I said, this was a rough one, but we got through it, y'all. 3 hour. We built. We had some fun. We gave boxing its just due, and nobody got trashed. Yeah, dig. Rolly, T.O. Key, Norman, Connor Ben. I've been talking shit about that for years, and they still haven't fought him. Been talking shit. Who you want to fight? Who you want to fight? You said Rolly, T.O.K., Norman, Conor Ben. I've been talking about that for years. So what fight you want to see, fam? What fight you want to see? Who you want to see fight? Who you want to see fight? It's all about. Just know, man. Just know, fam. At the top level, it's business. It's more business than a sport. So a lot of those guys with those names, the name recognizable guys, it's a lot of business and moving parts when it comes to putting those fights together. And oftentimes, that's why you don't see them. You know what I'm saying? But I think this year, 2026, could get even better. We've seen some stuff that we didn't think we was going to see for the last 2 to 3 years, and I think we can see more of it, man. People just got to have the best interest for boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be what it is. What about the possible Boots versus Zayas? Oh, yeah, real quick. Boots, oh, you know what? We can get into that tomorrow. I'll save it for tomorrow. Boots and Xander's eyes, because I hear that's being more of a conversation, and I would like to talk about it. I like to talk. I'll give it a proper thumbnail and stuff, man. We definitely can get to it. And probably what to do, I had Tank over Stevenson first, but if Tank isn't hungry, it's not happening. Not hungry fighter beat Stevenson. I'll say this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so remind me, Judah, we gonna build on that tomorrow. We're gonna say that one for tomorrow, so I don't rush through it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna rush through it. We could really chop it up. I'll drop the link and we could talk about it. Blue, what's good with it, Blue? How you feeling? And big shout out to Mike Kirkland. But look, this is my thing, and I'll say this while we wrapping up. Hit the like button on the way out. Appreciate the love. Shout out to everybody. Share the live, hype the live. Let's keep rolling, man. I'll say this. That fight was always 50-50, right? Whatever it is that they've been doing in their careers, it was 50-50. I'm going to be honest with you. It's 50-50. Shakur is able to do things in a way that Tank don't do them. Tank is able to do things in a way that Shakur can't do them. Tank has something that makes him very different from Shakur, which is the equalizer, his power. And I think he has a really high enough boxing IQ to make that a really dangerous, tough fight for Shakur. But for me, the reason why I've always leaned towards Shakur is not just a fan perspective, right? It's what I'm seeing in the ring. One guy gives up early rounds. One guy doesn't give up many of any rounds. One guy has been notoriously a slow starter. I haven't seen one single fight where he's been able to switch that. The one fight where we thought he was going to switch it, he didn't. So I think it's reasonable for me to believe that if they fight each other, he's going to start slow against him as well. I have no reason to believe just for that particular fighter, he's going to come out and be all faster than he's ever. I just don't see it. So the problem is he ain't going to be able to outpatience Shakur. The problem is Shakur is not known for making those big detrimental mistakes that 28 of his opponents made, and he's knocked them all out. If you look at the fights where there are no knockouts, and there's not many at all. You got Pitbull Cruz, the first one. You got Lamont Roach, right? You got the guy where he fought like a 6-rounder. He didn't stop him. He could have stopped him if he wanted to. That was on Tank. But you got Pitbull and you got Lamont. You don't stop everybody. What happens when these guys don't make that big mistake? You don't get that knockout. That's what I seen. I got a few fights I can draw from, at least 3, where I can say that's what's happened. So if they can eliminate that big mistake, it's going to be harder for Tank to win a fight, because without that big mistake, that eliminates the highlight reel knockout that everybody's looking for. Now you're talking about Shakur Stevenson, a guy that has been in the ring with you, has sparred you for damn near 20 minutes straight in one round. That I know personally, right? That's a guy that knows what you do. And if you listen to what Richardson, Hitchens and them said, well, what not, and then what Hitchens said, when Tank hit Core with a good shot, he looked and said, like, damn, man, could you take another one of those? Like, this was 8s. Like, he don't know. He was saying that. Then he said Shakur looked at him and said, what? And he said he took his shirt off. And he said from that point on, it turned into a chess match. And he said that walk down shit that Tank do, he's like, he knew he couldn't do that. He had to box. It was a chess match. Who's the better chess player? If I had to ask you, who's the better chess player, Tank or Shakur? And when I say chess, I mean mistake. Who fight the more mistake-free fight? Who make less mistakes consistently from fight to fight to fight to fight? Who lose less rounds from fight to fight to fight to fight? Get what I'm saying? Who got the highest plus-minus ratio? Who got one of the highest punch percentages with combination punches landed? All that shit favors Shakur. So I'm saying this, and as an early, just prediction. Tank Davis, you got to beat Shakur. He gonna have to force him to make that mistake at some point throughout that 12 rounds, or he gonna have to fight the best fight you ever seen him fight in his life. And either one, I'm cool with, because I'm gonna be right either way. So the thing is, it's 50-50. But as he continue to take his eye off the ball, and you're allowing Shakur to build momentum, that scale start to tip a little bit more. Because again, the mentals is why I've always picked Core. I think he's mentally tougher. I know people might not agree, but I do. I don't think you would ever see Shakur take a knee and say grease got in his eye. I don't think you would ever see that. And if you did, they would never let him live it down. So it's mental toughness. He's shown mental lapses in sparring when he's got out the ring with people. Shakur don't do that. He don't have a track record of doing that. The story is out there on Tank. That's not a diss. That's just what it is. It's little things. I got a nitpick, right? When you're not having your way, you show frustration. You've seen it. I've seen it more than once. I've seen it more than twice. I've seen it several times. Lamont Roach, he was trying to bite Lamont Roach. He was shoulder shrugging him. He was doing a lot of shit that his fans kind of overlooking. He was doing a lot of that. If Lamont Roach can make you do that, he's not nearly the fighter Shakur is, respectfully. I think Shakur give Tank a headache in there. And if he can't land a big shot, I think he gets frustrated, and I think he gets outboxed. But if Shakur's not fighting confident, if he being hesitant, hands in his pockets, he not being active, and then he gives Tank the chance to land that shot and corner him and knock him out. But I just don't think he'll do it. It's a 50-50 type fight. But like I said, if you continue to give Shakur opportunities to build his name and keep building and winning, it's going to get tougher. That man is mentally tough, I believe, locked in. Any guy that's going to get in a 12-round fight when you was just throwing up for a week straight and sparring and you got multiple injuries, any guy that's willing to get in the ring with a guy that could knock your head off under them circumstances is a different kind of dude mentally. So I think his biggest test has always came, with how people perceive him, right? With the narratives. Narratives have been Shakur Stevenson's biggest test. Narratives and him staying on top of him. Biggest two tests of his career to me. Everything else don't matter. Get what I'm saying? So I lean towards Core. I think he got the mental edge of the mental aspect. It leans towards him. I think he can fight. You got it? No. You need me to get it? Yes, please. I think he got a more. He got a more. There you go. Thank you. Got it. No problem. He got it. I think he's mentally tougher and stronger. I think he locked in more too. I think he loved the sport more. That's my final reason. Ultimately, I think Shakur's love for the sport keeps him doing it. Like he really eats, sleeping boxing, right? And he's a boxing connoisseur, right? Like that's just who he lives the lifestyle, right? Once upon a time, Tank didn't live the lifestyle. We know this, blowing up in weight. You never seen that from Shakur. It's just little things, right? Ultimately, I think that gets him to win. But at the end of the day, it's always going to be a fair fight, 50-50 type of thing. And either guy could win, bro. Tank is good enough, talented enough, smart enough, athletic enough, talented enough, all those things to be able to beat anybody you put in front of. Shakur included, but you got to show me that shit. I ain't saying nobody can beat, but you got to show me. You got to show me. You keep Shakur with his hands in his pockets and not doing what he do, you give yourself a better chance to win. If he's confident and letting the hands flow and going through his offense and being his normal self, it's going to be really difficult for you to land that kill shot. And I don't think Tank is a better boxer than Shakur. I don't think matter of fact, never mind what I think. I know he's not as efficient as efficient as Tank is because he's top 5 in plus minus, but we know who top 1 is, right? That's enough of a gap for me to say, man, Shakur, man, he if he sticks to what he normally does, he wins the fight. That's what I know. One guy gonna have to do something that you haven't seen him do, and that's knock out somebody as talented as Shakur. So you don't knock out a Pitbull Cruz. I think that's Pitbull. I think he messed around and go his whole career without being knocked out. But the Lamont Roach one was very telling. He showed a lot of frustration in that fight, and Lamont was right in his wheelhouse, giving him looks that he wanted, and it still didn't work out for him. Shakur not gonna give him the same looks, and it's gonna be a different fight. I think Shakur outboxes, outsmarts Tank potentially. You know what I'm saying? But if he keeps his hands home or not fighting like himself, he give Tank a chance to put his lights out. Tank puts strategic pressure on Core like Zepeda with more power and more accurate power shots, he would go to sleep. Zepeda would have, if he had Tank's power. That's the thing, Mickey. If Zepeda has Tank's power, Shakur wouldn't have fought him like that. You get what I'm saying? So he's not gonna fight Tank like that. Tank would never fight like Zepeda. That's not the best example, because that's actually a bad example, because you just compared the most inactive puncher with the most active puncher. You get what I'm saying? You just the biggest star that throw the least amount of punches with a guy that throws the most punches in all of boxing. So he would never approach a fight that way, and he wouldn't be able to just put pressure on Shakur like that. He don't have the same style. You get what I'm saying? Here, if you telling me he gonna high guard and walk Shakur down like he did Frank Martin, Shakur gonna pick apart the high guard. Just look at the past fights. You throw up a high guard against him, he might cook you, yo. He might really cook you. So Tank can never bring that kind of pressure like Zepeda. They just two totally different fighters. This is the thing. If there's no way at all to prove that Shakur don't want to fight, because he can't offer that man a fight. You know, he's always said he wanted it. So somebody got to prove that he don't want that fight. And there's only one man that can do it. I'm giving up too many rounds to hope he can just land one on a defensive, responsible fighter like Shakur. Yo, Marcus, my opinion too, bro. I'm right there with you, Brody. I think Shakur's defensive capability makes him very hard to deal with. And that's why you hear people trying to talk him out of what he's great at. Why do you think you're hearing people complain? He's boring. They're hoping they can get more Zepeda fights out of him, right? They're hoping they can get him to put himself in harm's way more. That's all. That's all. In no other sport do people pick out an athlete's best attribute and complain about it. Dude, that's like people in the NBA complaining that Steph Curry is the best three-point shooter. Right? Nobody in the world is going to knock him for that. As a matter of fact, they praise him for being the best three-point shooter, arguably in the history of the game, right? Shakur Stevenson is on pace with being arguably the best defensive fighter in all of boxing, right? That's saying a lot. But only in boxing will people take one of your best attributes and they'll try to make it a crutch. They'll try to convince you not to do what's best for you, do what's best for our entertainment, not what's best for your well-being. And Shakur is not dumb. That's why I put my money on him against any of these dudes. So Tank won't fight. He won't bring that kind of pressure. And he'll have to worry about what's coming back. A consistent jab, an answer. And Shakur don't make those stupid mistakes that a lot of these other dudes make that gets them knocked out. Has the skills and arsenal to get the job done? Absolutely. It's his mental and love for the sport is why I'm leaning towards Stevenson. You feel me, Mr. Improv? We feel the same way, bro. It's the mental and Shakur's love of the game. I feel like Tank's stardom has built everything he is now, but I think it's also contributed to his disdain and his mood swings with the game. Like, I don't think he loved it the way he used to because of the business side of it. And I'm glad Shakur didn't have to experience that, where it killed his motivation to want to be here, because it seemed like that's what's doing it for Tank. Zepeda called him a couple times. Tank definitely can. You having a totally different conversation, fam. Like, you having a totally different conversation. Nothing you heard me say is saying that he can't catch him. Tank is going to land a punch no matter who he's in front of. It's never been a fighter that he's been in front of that he can't land a punch. I'm not saying he can't land a punch. That's pretty ignorant. But we talking about the kill shot. You talking about putting pressure like Zepeda. You must don't know who Tank is, because that's a bad comparison. He don't fight none like that. Could he catch Shakur? Yes, but will he? Did he catch Lamont Roach? Shakur is levels above Lamont Roach to me. To me, he is. So did he catch Lamont? He caught Lamont too. But did he catch him with the kill shot? So will he hit Shakur? Hell yeah, he'll hit him. But I ain't got to gas him. And this is the thing. Y'all say that because you don't like the truth. I'm going off numbers. That's not gassing him. Is he the best defensive fighter in the sport by the numbers? Do we got the highest plus-minus ratio, and it's been that way for years? Those are facts. Tank is number 5. He number 1. There's the gap. Everything I said is factual. It's not my opinion. Now, it's my opinion on how the fighter play out. Yo, good luck. I'm here longer than I need to be. Make sure y'all hit that like button too as we keep rolling, man. But I'll say this as we wrap up. Rock'em sock'em robots. Facts. That shit don't work. Look what he's saying. Hey, watch this. Watch this, y'all. Hey, Mickey, who got more knockouts, Shakur or Lamont Roach? Who got more knockouts? Because how do you gauge power? I'm trying to figure that out. Is Lamont Roach a power puncher? Is he a knockout guy? You serious? Do you know, hey, Mickey, do you know they said the same thing when he got in there with Roach? They said Roach don't got the power to keep Tank off him. Let me tell you something. Most people that say that are on the internet. They don't fight. You never seen nobody run through Shakur's punches. Did Tank just run through Lamont Roach punches, or did he respect him? Shakur got more knockouts than Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach got knocked down by a fighter that Shakur knocked out. Make it make sense. And he got more knockouts than both of them dudes. So I'm trying to figure out what are you saying? He don't got power like Roach? What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Nah, you said it fine. You said Shakur don't got power to keep him off like Roach. I'm telling you, Shakur got more knockouts than Roach. And what is it? I didn't know, when did Roach become a power puncher, bro? You keep coming in late. Look, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm cutting out just a bit early, but I could have left it. I would have dropped the link for you. Look, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Everybody in here, make sure your notifications is on so y'all could come through. The link is always dropped. You can always come up and chop it up. It's never an argument. It's always a conversation with me. Now, I mean, but yeah, Zepeda could catch him. But again, you talking about getting caught with shots. You talking about a fight? Everybody could get caught with a shot. You get what I'm saying? Everybody could get caught with a shot. So, yeah, like your first point was clear. You said Shakur doesn't have power to keep Tank off like Roach. What kind of power do Roach got that Shakur don't got? Definitely, you could hit the link, bro. But you see what I'm saying? My point is very clear. Do you see how I base my assessment off facts? Factual shit. Who got more knockouts out of Roach and Shakur? Shakur do. Did Shakur knock out a guy that Roach got knocked down by? He did. He knocked him out. So much for power, right? They fought the same guy. Guess what? Roach went life and death and lost to the guy, and Shakur dominated him without losing the round and stopped him. I'll be thinking some of y'all you already know. Hey, Mickey, feel free, bro. You already know Marcus, my dog. I appreciate you, fam. And Pitbull knocked Roach from one side of the ring to the other, right? Pitbull dropped Roach. Did Tank drop Roach? So by that logic, then Pitbull should knock out Tank, right? Because he was able to knock down Roach and Tank didn't do it. You see how stupid that sounds? Silly. Core could not put T.O. to bed. That has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. Nobody's making a case that Shakur's a knockout artist, fam. What are you talking about? Tank beat Tank. Good, nice try. Nah, Lamont Roach did it. Get the hell out of here. And no other fucking fight will you hear somebody make the excuse. It's funny how you can say Tank beat Tank with a draw, right? No, Lamont did that. T.O. beat T.O. when he fought Kambosos. But I bet you won't agree to that. You'll say Kambosos beat T.O., not the other way around. Miss me with that. Stop having your own conversation and your own arguments. Nobody was even talking about Core knocking out T.O. What are you talking about? Nobody gives a damn. He beat his ass from opening bell to the last one. Why are you talking about a pure boxer getting knockouts? You exposing your boxing knowledge, bro. Pitbull a beast. Yeah, he didn't beat both nothing in your book. You saying that because you represent or you lobby for Hispanic fighters? If you think Pitbull beat Gervonta Tank Davis, respectfully, you don't know shit about boxing. For Pitbull to have beat Gervonta Davis, that means he won 7 rounds. Go name me 7 rounds out of 12 that he won against Tank. It's so real. I feel like pulling that fight up and catching a copyright for it. I swear, I feel like streaming the fight. I could do it on a Patreon. You get a membership. You do it on a membership. I'll do a members only live, and we'll replay the whole fight. Yeah, they do, man. Stay paid. They hating. Shakur outlasted all of these guys, man. The same. Look, these fighters that be giving y'all favorite fighters the toughest fights be ducking Shakur. Lomachenko gave y'all favorite fighter the toughest fight. He ain't want no smoke with Shakur. Pitbull Cruz gave one of y'all favorite fighters a tough fight. He ain't want no smoke with Shakur. The dude's biggest challenges on their resume don't even be wanting to fight Shakur when they got the opportunity because they know that shit different. They know that shit different, bro. Nah. You gonna get blocked, yo. And you gonna get blocked and you gonna find somewhere else to be. Because I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna use this last couple minutes. Hit that like button, y'all. I'm gonna use this last minute or two for you. Tell everybody that's in here, bro, before you get blocked. What's my narrative against Mexicans? Go ahead. I'm really gonna block you because I don't play like that, bro. I keep telling your weird ass, stop making shit about, race. I told you that. I told you to stop doing that weird ass shit. Stop doing it. Cause you the only one that do it. You a weird dude, bro. How old are you? Like you really a fucking weirdo. So nah, before I block you, tell me what my narrative is against Mexican fighters. You've never heard me have a narrative against no Mexican fighters. Stop being a fucking weirdo, dude. Stop being a weirdo. Yeah, he a bad mother. Yeah, state paid, they mad. You always put the now watch. Now, I asked him 2 questions. He said, I always got a narrative against Mexican fighters. I asked you 1 question. You didn't answer that. And you say you always put down the Mexican fighters. Like what? Give me an example. J Bean, what's up? If you can't give me an example, I'm blocking you. Nah, fam. I'm being patient with you. If you can't give me an example, I'm blocking you. If you can't give me an example, I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. You will never be in this chat again. I'm blocking you. We don't just say shit over here. We grown men over here. I told your weird ass the other day about that bullshit you doing, and you doing it now. You making it about race, and you calling me pro black. You on some weird shit. You about to get energy that you don't need, that you don't want. Nah, man, I don't want to hear none of that weird ass shit. Weird ass dude. Weird dude that's always lobbying for Hispanic fighters over everybody else, saying dumbass shit. Right? Tell me what my narrative is against Mexican fighters and tell me how I put down Mexican fighters. If you can give 1 example, you good. I won't say nothing else. I'll let you rock. If you can't, I'm blocking you. I ain't trying to hear shit else you saying. I'm not reading nothing else you saying. Answer the bullshit that you typing in my chat, bro. Answer the bullshit that you typing in my chat. You definitely not coming up on my panel to talk that bullshit. Answer it or I'm blocking you. I see you on other channels too. You behave differently on other channels. So you must have bumped your fucking head and forgot where you was at because you just over here saying dumb shit. So again, tell me my narrative against Mexican fighters and tell me how I always put them down. You said always, so you should have countless examples. I'm not reading that until you answer something I said. Nah, Tank caught Shakur. Tank caught a lot of people. He caught Lamont in the body. He caught Lamont to the head. He caught Pitbull to the body. He caught Pitbull to the head. He ain't knocked neither one of them out. Why he gonna knock Shakur out? He ain't fought nobody remotely on that level. How are y'all sure that he just knocks him out? That's why I know he gonna lose that fight, because y'all fans, y'all admitting it without saying it. The only way y'all think Tank wins that fight is by knockout. He's not a better boxer. The numbers show you that he's not a better boxer. Yo, he still can't answer my question because he's not really a supporter. He just come here and distract the chat. He don't super chat, cash app. He don't really support. So by you putting smut on my name, fam, and you can't type it, I'm giving you ample opportunity to type what you mean by how I always have a narrative against Mexican fighters. I don't even talk boxing that way about Mexican fighters, you weird ass dude. Name me a Mexican fighter in boxing that I don't show love to. Name me one. Boxing Bill, what's good? Name me one. Ain't Ryan Mexican? Ain't David Benavidez Mexican? Ain't Canelo Mexican? Who else is Mexican that we talk about in here, bro? It's a lot of these guys is Mexican. Pitbull is Mexican, right? You say I put down, like you just in here saying shit. I'm just do boxing, weirdo. Ask the people that's in here. Nah. You done. I'm packing you up. Nice try. Nice try with the misdirection, yo. You a clown. I just want you to know that, bro. You a clown. And I don't respect you. You a clown and I don't respect you, bro. You came over here just saying bullshit. You just came right and you just like a typical clown, bro. You can't back up nothing you saying, but you just gonna come in here and keep saying shit. That's sucker shit, bro. That's sucker behavior, bro. I don't rock with that. I gotta pack you up. Pack you up, fam. Come up under a new name, man. Come up under a new name, bro. You done. Yeah, I don't care. Have fun. Yeah. As y'all see, y'all, before this immature, and he probably a grown man behind his avatar. He said a bunch of bullshit that wasn't true. You'll never hear me hate on no fighters at all, let alone me singling out Mexican fighters and hating on them. Some of the best fighters in boxing are Mexican. You clown. I don't have anything personal against Mexican fighters. You just choose to be like that because that's what's in your heart. I see you from panel to panel. I see you jumping on certain panels and chat to chat. I see how you talk. You talk a certain way when you other places. Well, don't make this about race, man. That's how I could tell you don't know me and you don't really support me because you wouldn't be saying a bunch of untrue shit. You would have said, yo, you know what? I misspoke, fam. You don't put Mexican fighters down. If you want to feel like I'm pro-black, you can feel like you want. But who fucking cares? I'm going to take the last couple seconds to say this. Who fucking cares? Only racist people call out individuals for being pro-black. I'm going to talk some real shit to you. So you were borderline because I see the way you comment. You already got them undertones in the way you type. So you are only racist accuse people of being all black, pro-black and shitting on Mexican fighters because you probably Mexican. You're a weird ass dude, bro. I don't rock with nothing you said, and I hope you never come back over here. You're not a real supporter. I hope people stop letting you on their panels because you're a weird ass dude. You could be the news flash. Your name ain't even worth pronouncing. It's not a crime to be pro-black, dickhead. I love my people. I ain't ashamed of that. You're not gonna guilt trip me for loving my people, but I rock with all the boxing. You will never hear me downplay a fighter for being Mexican, you weird ass sucker. You a clown for that. I don't respect you, bro. I stayed on here longer than I needed to, long enough to snap on this weirdo, man. Weird ass dude, man. We talk boxing over here. We don't talk race. That's that weird shit. And that's 2 days in a row you did it. And that make this your last time. So you packed up, bro. You would definitely never come back over here typing that dumb ass shit. So go in another chat and talk about how you got blocked on Just Do Boxing so it could get back to me and I could pack you up again. Shout out to everybody that rocked out with me. I appreciate y'all. Much love to the family. 3.5 hours. Man, I wasn't even going to make it to be live today, y'all, and we still pushed through. Shout out to my guy, Judah, man. He got me out of my space, man. I wasn't going to be here. So big shout out to Judah, man. I don't know if you're still in the building. Educated Jai, appreciate you, bro. Pro-Irish, if anyone has a problem with it, I don't care. Yeah, I don't think nobody ever asked you, bro. I don't think nobody ever asked you because it's not important, right? It don't matter. You could be proud of your people. It's all good. I ain't never heard you say nothing crazy, Technique. You talk boxing, fam. I ask you this. Corey Floyd, when it comes to defense, it's hard. It's tough. It's tough to answer that. It's tough to answer that, and it's tough to tell, right? There go my dog. He the reason why I made it to do 3.5 hours today, y'all. I wasn't feeling it, and I wasn't gonna make it. But when you got some real people that rock with you, man, he was able to and he don't even know he did it, but he did it. And he the reason I made it here today. But shout out to everybody. You already know Boxing Build is all good. But I just be having to check the disrespect because I don't play with them narratives. I hate narratives in boxing. And you definitely not going to come to my channel and force me to be like racist or something. Like pro-black is not a crime, bro. But I will guarantee every last one of y'all this. There's not a fighter. There's not a fighter in this sport, you know, that has a certain nationality, race, or background that I won't support. I don't care. You could be alien, bro. Like you could be from Asgard, Wakanda. You get what I'm trying to say? You could be from planet Krypton. I don't give a where you're from, dude. But if you can throw hands, I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna support. And I usually don't block people, but I blocked him because that was all ignorant. Everything he said, you notice, y'all gave him, he threw out 2 things and he couldn't back neither one of them up. He just saying shit, and you can't do that. Yeah, he definitely was race baiting. He definitely was. That's clown behavior, though, but I had to set him straight. We love boxing over here, and we're going to keep building on it. And big shout out to my dog, Marcus, man, in that Cash App. Truly one of the biggest supporters, always holding me down. Marcus, much love. I see you, bro. Appreciate you always showing love, always supporting the grind in a real
And we ain't
way.
never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Marcus, man. Much love, man. Heavy supporter, big supporter of the channel, man. I appreciate all y'all to continue to pull up and rock out, man. We're gonna keep building, yo. But when we see Buster shit, we checking it because we grown men over here. Notice I ain't really go too left on him. I let him make it, but yeah, it was the same dude, Zoom. He was weird. And I tried to let him make it. But it's like he forcing it. Like, so nah, stay over there. He'll never support me for real anyway. He just come here to have his comments about Latino fighters. And then once he done with that, he probably go off and wherever he go, you know. But again, shout out to Marcus, man. That's love. I appreciate all your support, family. And the rest of y'all too. Much love, man. Yeah, he pro-Latina. You know what I mean? Little girl, man. But shout out to the Latinos and Latinas, man. Shout out to boxing. We don't care where you from. We support boxing over here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm going to keep putting him in check. Shout out to Educated Jab, my dog, man. And again, y'all hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all scroll over to the right. Hype the live stream, share the videos. Y'all know it. Keep pushing the content out to the masses, and we going to keep building, y'all. So I kept y'all here long enough. It's past 8 o'clock. I stayed here way longer than I thought. I told Judah I had 2 hours, bro. And he, look, I did an extra hour and a half. Told Judah I had 2 of me. We did 3.5, man. Shout out to the fam. Much love. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow. Remember, y'all, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, man. Don't be late. Meet me here. No, beat me here. Don't meet me here. You feel me?
Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels, too. Look at that 4-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with straight left hand.